unchangeable.
Hello, God bless you. My name is Joe Praise, the minister of joy. Hallelujah. I have a special news for you. Yes, you who is watching me right now. Listen, on the 18th of August this very year, it is summertime, okay? Summertime is miracle time. Summertime is praise time. Summertime is worship time, okay? So on the 18th of August this very year, 2024, I will be coming to Charlotte. It's going to be an amazing time. Charlotte, USA. Glorious time in the presence of Almighty God. Listen, I'm being hosted for the first ever summer concert. First ever summer concert in Charlotte, being hosted by the African Community Choir. Praise God. Titled Higher Heights. Do you want to live in there? Do you want to step in there? So be my special guest on the 18th. All the information you need will be on the screen showing. I'm being joined with amazing music minister from Congo. Let me get the name right. Steve Muaza, yes, from Congo. I just can't wait to meet everyone, meet the choir, ministering the choir. It's going to be so powerful, so full of God's presence, so real, so real. You will see what only God can do in this event. That you don't miss it. Tell somebody to tell somebody. Get your ticket, find your way, get a venue. Make sure you plan, to be there. Save the date. And don't be late. I'm going to be there full of the Spirit of God, and God will show forth Himself like no other. I love you. I can't wait to see you. Make it a date with me on the 18th of August, Charlotte, USA. God bless you.
Charlotte, NC and surrounding areas. The African Community Choir presents Higher Heights, their annual concert. Join us August 18th for an unforgettable night of praise and worship, featuring Joe Praise,
I say doors of favor, open now. Doors of increase, open now. Doors of miracle,
and Steve Mwanza. Buy your tickets today and be a part of this incredible experience. Don't miss out on the power of gospel music and the message of hope and salvation. Higher Heights, August 18th. Doors open at 5 p.m. Buy your tickets today.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Jojo. Hey, good
Good
morning,
morning.
everybody. Jojo, good morning. How are you, girl?
I'm doing wonderful.
You look so
How you doing?
restless. I'm good. You look so
I
restless.
know.
What's up?
Yes,
What's up?
girl.
What's up? Hey, everyone.
Uh,
Good morning. Good afternoon, lovers, king and queens. We greet you guys according to your time zone. This is the table talk, and this is your girl, the original, not the duplicate, the original Muku Muk Muku Oloma Agu. That's my stage name, guys. So if you don't know that name, keep up with this name, not Victoria. This name, Agu. So I'm glad to be on this morning. And this is the table talk. Invite, share, and tell your friend to tell a friend that we are here. Jojo.
that's right. And this is your girl Jojo, the fearless boss chick, the fearless queen. I am in our house. We are here. What last week I think we didn't get on. There's just so much going on. So hey, we are here again. Okay, to table talk. Every topic we touch base on whatever topic is the hairline, and then we go into it. Because one thing when you haul bush, bush haul bush. So
Hmm.
we are ready for it.
So we are here with some hot topics. If you see the topic out up there, it says where you date your best friend, your best boyfriend or girlfriend, meaning oh, that's my real G. That's women can have best friends who's a guy, and a guy can have a best friend who's a lady. And then I even went as far as saying where you date your friend X, if you don't know. So if you calling in, you won't talk, you either talk about if you can date your friend, your best friend, or if you can date your friend X, or somebody who have approached him before or approached her before, whatever it is. But this is the table talk. I just wanted to throw light a little bit on the promotion that I just played. Is from the mass choir in North Carolina. Don't miss out on your blessing, guys. So if you are in North Carolina and it's surrounding, which is why we say Virginia, Maryland, South Carolina, whatever part of the area you are, if you can even drive from ATL to North Carolina to be a part of this blessing, don't miss up on your blessing, guys. And the amazing thing, tomorrow, the 18th, will be my anniversary in America. It will be how many years?
Yeah,
It will be
America anniversary.
yes, my America. The day I landed to JFK Airport, August 18, 1995, 97. One of them. Yeah, I even want to before y'all said, damn, they got been in America a long time. Oh. Yeah, refugee brought me here. Oh, I came my real name, my real ish. So, but anyway, honey bunch is here. So don't miss out your blessing. If you can go there, be a part. And I think our mascot in Minnesota too, they are having a concert as well. But I was saying that if anybody wants to promote their program, don't hesitate to call us or inbox us like, Maisy Lee did from North Carolina. She sent me the information and I was honored to play it, and I will play it today till I think 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. The program starts. So honey is here and we'll give her the table.
Good morning, y'all. Hope all is well. It's Saturday, and I bless God for another day. It's been a hectic couple of days. As we speak now, I have to be going to do some church things today because I'm the women's president in my church. So I have so many responsibilities, but I give God the glory, because when you work for God, you will accumulate blessings. So
Mm,
Amen.
it's great to be with you,
I
ladies,
tell you,
always.
I thought you are going to be going to funeral today.
Oh, girl.
Every Saturday, people people can die in the play. Every
Not
weekend,
true.
only going to
No,
funeral.
I only go when I know the person or when
I thought
but
honey want to be how we had this guy in Liberia. They call it I know PPW
I
or Party
Rufus.
Wake or something. He needs to dress some kind of way. I don't even know if you know about him. I'm not even gonna talk about honey because honey don't even know about that. But anyway, let's welcome our guest.
Look at you.
And
What you say? I know it, but look at you.
She feel
yes.
like you're too young.
Yeah.
No. Honey been here 12 for 12 years. Oh, she left Liberia. What thing honey really know about Liberia, man? Jojo, come on now.
No, that's true though. That's true.
We need to call him party, wedding, and wake. Her husband probably might know him. He would dress. He would dress with his how you call it? How you can call it thing here? The thing you can put on. Stop. Hey
The-
man, what
The
the thing?
scar,
Yes.
No, not scarf. The guys can put and hold on the trusses.
Oh, the
A rubber
suspender. The suspender.
the
suspender.
suspender.
He would dress every party you will see that man there. Every wedding you will see him there. Anywhere you think you will see him, party, wedding, wake there. That's how they name me. I don't know. Our audience can how they call it. But everybody we say welcome. Just say hi, who you are, and where you viewing us from your time zone. We have Rufus here, and Rufus says here, hello, following oh
Fellow
Jesus.
comrades.
Hold on. He said, hello, fellow cameras. Thank, thanks, thanks you guys. Thank you guys for the interesting discussion, especially to my boss, the evangelist BB Harris. Y'all, thank you and a pleasure. Happy weekend. Happy weekend to you as well.
A
And he
pleasant
said,
weekend.
welcome. And, it's a pleasure to have you on. Please share our live broadcast and our video. So, honey, we a lot of times we're on TikTok. I just want to raise awareness really quick on this of video. And
Okay.
this goes out to a lot of our guys out there and our women as well that wants to be a transdresser is called or something, right? I don't know who all follow or come across because I don't follow. I just came across this boy. His name is he called it Crown Daniel or whatever. He has a YouTube channel and he would talk about every crime that is committed, even in Liberia when Jessica, things he will go in and discuss it. So I was going through my TikTok video and I saw this on, and I just thought that I share it to be a warning to our brothers out there who say they are transgender. dresser, or who they are gay and want to dress like a woman and not dressing like a man. Let me tell you about Africans. We get desperate, we get annoyed. A lot of Africans, because we are not open to the Western world, so we get annoyed when we see people dress this way. And Africa is not the place that you make this thing brawl. People, sometimes you're on the internet, you're talking about these things, people get mad. And you never know. So this is what happened with this guy. And let us just talk about, we just want to throw light on it to our brothers and sisters out there. Okay. Africa is not like the Western world, so we have to be careful.
Area Mama of Abuja, the TikTok cross-dresser slash sex worker who was found dead. The police have officially confirmed that he was the one. They got a call from passerby letting them know that the body of a woman believed to have been killed is laying dead in the streets. Now, put in mind that in the pictures and in the videos we saw, his body was bare open with his genitals showing, but that was not how he was found, because the people who called the police thought it was a woman. So there is that chance that his head was face down. If you look at the picture, there's a spot where it seemed like a lot of blood was in one particular spot. So it is believed that he may have been killed somewhere and dropped there, or he may have been killed somewhere and walked down there to die with his head faced to the ground and his hair showing, and people assuming since the deceased person has hair, it was a woman. So when they called the police, they told the police it was a woman, and the police came and they turned him over, and that was when they figured that, oh, this was a man. And I think that was where the pictures and the videos began being made and began circulating. In the initial video that I did, I assumed maybe the people set him up for that, the people who killed him just staged it. Because I'm still of the opinion that since his wig was intact and his waist bead was still around his waist when he was found, he didn't put up much of a fight. Whatever happened to him, whoever killed him did not fight him. And you could tell that the rest of his body seemed clean for someone who would have been in a fight. All the trauma, all the blunt force were just all over his face. So is it that he was hit with something or struck multiple times on his face? And also there was no murder weapon around, no stone, so which indicates that it's either he was killed somewhere else and he came there to die, or he was brought and dropped there. But since it's Abuja, we know how this thing goes. They most likely have killed him and brought him there to just drop his body. Now, I got to learn something about him too, because I've always been on the opinion that maybe him being a sex worker is for show on his TikTok. Although there's a possibility he does what he says or what he claims he does. But I've always assumed it was content. But then again, I'm learning, or we are learning, that he is a businessman. Like, he's a big shot. And he has two big shops in Abuja where he sells makeup kits and makeup accessories. So he's a successful business owner with two big shops that literally can feed him and take good care of him. Which begs the question, why does he still go into the streets to put his life at risk? It's just something I never understand. I can't speak on the life, I'm not trying to judge, I just don't understand. I always assume the roadsides.
So, I just want to, we have to be careful. Africa is not like the European, area. And this is a guy, when you go on his TikTok, there were a lot of threats have been thrown on him, how he's a disgrace to the culture and stuff like that. So, we can, in America, we cannot tell people to make their life choices or decision, but we have to be very careful. We really have to be careful in Africa with the decision and choices that we make, most especially when it comes to cross dressing, homosexuality, and stuff like that. So I just wanted to throw light on it. So, that's it. So, guys, this we join our conversation here and we say hi to everybody. Hi to Hawa Testimony. How
Hi,
are
Howard.
you? Everybody will say good
Hello,
morning
everyone. Welcome, welcome. Thank
and
you.
just share our live broadcast if you can, and invite people, and ourselves will do the same thing by just hitting at followers on our various platforms for people to come on. So, Jojo, this is the topic here, since you on the far left. This is the topic here, right? Will you date your best friend? Meaning, how we have guy friends, like me. Majority of my friends, they are guys, and I have
Muku,
close.
turn up your volume a little bit. You're kind of low after that video.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me see here. Okay. Can you guys hear me now?
A little bit, just a little.
So you know,
Just-
sometimes a lot of us can have a guy friends.
Okay, it's
Like
better.
a
It's
lot
better.
of
Yeah.
us sometimes we prefer guys friends because we feel our sisters. Sometimes when you get a girlfriend, you don't really trust them. But most of us comfortable. Most especially when I was in high school, I was so comfortable with a guy's friend. Even college, when I was in Brown College, I had this like a boyfriend. He sat right next to me. He needs to call me. We need to study together and stuff like that. I just feel so comfortable with guys friends. Even when I travel to Africa, most of my friends, they are guys. They will make my reservation. They will do this. They will do that for me. To the point that people think and believe that, oh, sometimes, oh, Mogo loving to this person, Mogo dating this person. But I know myself and I know the relationship that we bear. So if you were in that shoe, will you date your girlfriend? This is vice versa. Will you date your best girlfriend or will you date your best boyfriend? So Jojo, what your take on this?
Well, it just depends how you look at the person, because there are some guys. I had a lot of guys, best friends. Um, the ones that I look at like my brother, if they end up falling in love with me, it won't work. Even if I know that they are very nice, it will not work with me because I see them like my brother. And there were some of them that, you know, they were my best friend. I didn't think it that way, but I wasn't looking at them beyond the friendship. I was only looking at them as friends. So if it was something like that where the person come towards me and like me, I don't mind going. It's a good thing when you know the person and you guys know about one another and be able to date. It's a beautiful thing. So I don't think there's a problem with doing that. It just, if I look at that person now, he's my best friend, and I look at him as my brother, I won't be able to date him. It's just me. He might be the best man in the world. He might get my best interest or whatever. I would just want him to be my brother. I won't want to look at him, because there are some people you look at them like flesh and blood. You won't want to do such things. So, but when it comes to the general question, if I all best friend, what not? That would be the best thing. You know?
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes people can be in love with people and get very close to them, but they don't know how to express how they feel. And for me, I don't think I
Yes.
would did when we talk about best friend, guys, best friend, right? Let me go then. Honey can come in. When we talk about guys, best friend, right? I'm talking about best buddy now. Where you talk, you discuss, you do everything. Let me say something here, like in 2001, 2002, right? Dr. Soiree, Anthony are always on the show. Anthony and myself became really good friends. I'm telling you, best friend. People never thought that Anthony and myself were friends. I was in Camelot apartment at that time on Jersey Avenue there in Brooklyn Park on the other side. And then Anthony moved in the apartment complex in a one bedroom. I was in a two-bedroom, me and Jamil, and he moved. And we got so close to the point his girlfriend and I knew them at that time. I knew them. I said them. He's married now. I knew his girlfriends and stuff were very close, but people did not believe. Even though the person I was dating at that time, because I was single, the person I was dating at that time even accused me of loving to Anthony because when I cook, I carry my brother food to the point now Anthony and myself were like brothers and sisters. And then the amazing thing about it, when Anthony found somebody to marry, it ended up being my niece. And he called me. At that time, I had moved. And he called me and said, Moko, guess what? I found somebody. She's so nice to me. And blah, blah. I said, Anthony, they were smart than my niece. And that's how it is. And I never even questioned his love for her because when he told me, I knew the kind of man he was. He was a very reserved man, though, regardless that I knew his girlfriend. But he was a very reserved man. So at that moment, I trusted him that, okay, he would take care of my niece and stuff like that. So, people, a lot of Liberians, I would say African, can never believe that people can be opposite sex and be, how to call it. But I don't care how the friendship runs. Once we can talk and have that, discussion about other things, I don't think I will be comfortable dating him because one, I will already know your secret. I know what you like. I know what you can do and stuff like that. I would prefer to get somebody to date where we will grow up together and get to know
Right.
each other together.
And be
That's
best
my take.
friends.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
But
And
let me just say this before honey. get in. There's this guy. He was not my best friend, but he was a good friend of mine. We all grew up together in Africa, and we came over here. We met one another. Every time we meet to a party, we laugh. Well, maybe a few weeks ago, I mean, a few days ago, whatever, he finally had the guts to get in my inbox and read it. Expresses that he really loved me. He would love to marry me and stuff. But I laughed, and then he like, no, I'm serious. I'm really serious. But honestly, even though here I was not best friend, we were friends. I look at him like my brother. Okay. So I expressed it to him. I like, I see you like my brother. He's like, Jojo, stop it. I'm not your brother. Don't play this joke. And he's keep talking it. I told you I can't because the way I look at him, even though we were not best friend, we were friends that grew up together. I probably were one or two classes over him or so. But I just can't do it because of the way I look at him. Okay. But if I don't look at the person like that, so he came up to that. He can't believe that I would take him that way. He was like, stop, I know you, you know me, I would really love to be with you and so, but I just can't do it. He said, I'm a good guy, Joe. What's going on? You don't hear my name in drama, and I know he's a good guy. I just don't look at him that way. So I'm not able to date him. I know he's a good guy. I know if I date him, maybe things will work out good. But the way in which I look at him, if I wasn't looking at him that way, of course, I met people that we grew up together. There were a guy we grew up together over there. We came here, we ended up dating. We were in the same school. We graduated together, and we ended up dating. But it depends on the way I look at the person. It's just me.
Okay.
Um, Honey,
Yeah, as for me, I think it's going to be one of the hardest things to do, and I concord with you. I concur with you, Muku, because now look at it's you know who your best friend should be, right? Technically, someone who you cry on to when you have heartaches and pain. And we're women when we get broken hearted, we go and we let it all out to our best friends. He's seen you in your most vulnerable state. He's even giving you advices how to deal with the situation. And for me, as a young girl, I found myself mostly around boys, men.
yep,
I was never the one to like female friends. I don't know, and because of that, Liberians, the mentality, because you associate with a lot of men, they will take you to be like y'all know what I mean, the whore, right? What was you or whatever, right? But it's just that thing that I felt like you can confide more in a man than you can confide in your female friend. And also you have to be careful who the female that you tell your problems to, because when we look around us on social media today, all of that is what got crisis going on in the community, because someone says something to someone, but that person didn't like it, joined the bandwagon with the enemies of the other person, and now they are spreading hate and all kinds of things as women on social media. So for me, when it comes to a man being my best friend, no, you will remain my brother, because
Mm-hmm.
that's how I have regarded you as the whole time through our friendship and our relationship as best friends. Now, when it comes to me finding a man, which thank God I have, I will make that man my best friend. My husband is my best friend. I confide in him with things. He confide in me. We joke. We gossip together. You know how you can, husband and wife, they're the biggest gossipers. So let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
But you're talking about things and all of that stuff. So that's how I will make. That's who I will make my best friend, my husband, because we are now one flesh. We are supposed to share everything. We are to, build that relationship, because that understanding, you'll be able to understand one another better. And who say I don't have a lot of male friends on my social media? You see, Rufus Barron is one of them. He knows of my husband. My husband has spoken to a couple of them. So you will bring people in your circle, people that you want to. It's not necessarily where you are looking for a relationship, the secular relationship, but you are more looking like that engagement, that community kind of like relationship where you're embracing everybody's thoughts and opinions and way of life. So yeah. So for me, no, I'm not gonna date a guy who is my best friend. No. Mm-mm.
So,
That's
guys,
too
if you
close
want
to
to join
home.
the conversation, I'm going to put the number. The number is right here. If you want to give your input on if you can do this, don't hesitate to call in. We will be, you will be live and we will hear your submission on this. Or if you want to come in and be a part of this conversation, this is the link. If you want to show your face, this is the table talk. So we prefer to even have you on here to come and show your face. So I am going to post the link right here. Just click on it and follow the instruction. If only you are not coming with Drummond, okay? So that's
And
the
let's
link
say
right there.
for those in Liberia, which I know I got a couple of my followers
The
on here.
WhatsApp, they
If
can
you
call
want
that
to
number
call
on
me
WhatsApp.
on WhatsApp, or if you want to call me on Messenger, to be, and I
Mm-hmm.
have my MacBook, so I can
Hi,
definitely
Ezekiel. How are
go ahead
you?
and
Oh yeah, I
I
told
love you.
Ezekiel.
Thank you.
Ezekiel said he loved you. I put it. I thought you saw it earlier. Yeah. So
Thank
go
you for
ahead,
coming.
honey. Honey, you were saying something.
No, I was just saying, if you want to be
Um,
engaged, it's
Like,
awesome. Because
even when
I
we
have
are,
my own.
the way we
Mm-hmm.
post it, I like to open it up. We post it as best friend. So we're talking about
Mm-hmm.
friends. It could be a friend where you two of you close and not only best friends.
Mm-hmm.
When you guys become a best friend, you become family. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a whole other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Once you become a best friend, you become a family, and that person become your brother. So therefore, like what I was saying, I would not want to date someone who I see like my brother. But if you're
Mm-hmm.
just regular friends that are regular friends that you have, you all what group are together and friends, and maybe you're developed. I don't think nothing. I don't think something wrong with people who are just friends and growing up and friends. But when your best friend is a whole nother level, a best
Mm-hmm.
friend have become family. So once you're best friend, that's something you can do because you look at one another. Sometimes the men will not see it that way, but the women we take it very personal. When all the guys that were my best friend, I won't date them. Or someone that I already got close to, like I was talking to this guy, he was not my best friend, but he was a friend where I look at as a brother. And now I look at him, yes, he will make a good husband. Okay, but I don't look at him that way because of the friendship we had, or even when we came here, the way we look at one another. I cannot date him because I don't want to look at somebody and think about that brotherly thing. you know I want to look at somebody, I want to freak it and just taking apart. Yeah. So I know he don't want to get it, he don't want to understand it. He said, oh, we're not best friends. Yes, we were not, but I
And
look at him to a whole different level.
And then a lot of Liberian men do that when they see you. Let's say they see you growing up or you're living in the neighborhood together, and once we're growing up together, it's always your mom is always my auntie, your dad is always everybody that's older. Or your mom friends who call them Auntie Josephine. That I'm a Liberian if I call all my mom friend auntie. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
a lot of Liberian men, I would say, oh, we are not related. You are not my sister. You are not my brother. So then I throw the question again to the audience and everybody. So in that case, let's say, okay, your brother best friend, where you did your brother best friend, or where you did your sister best friend,
It
where you did
depends
your.
again. Like maybe you might not be close to your friend. Like for example, where I was living, let me tell you all, like where I was living, where I grew up in Dolos time after we left Robertsfield,
I know
my
Dolos
parents
time.
built a house in Dolos time. And when
Mhm.
we moved to Dolos time, the house opposite us, it was a woman there called Mahana.
Mhm.
She was the teacher, everyone and we all call her Ma. Okay.
Mhm.
My very first man, the man that taught me life, is his son. I mean, her son.
Mhm.
We
Mhm.
all grew up together in the community. We grew up together. We call his mom, or whatever. But here, I always had eye for one another.
Mhm.
I had eye for him, eye for me. Our parents did not, our parents had, they were very tough on us not dating or whatever. But we had
Mhm.
the way I look at his sisters like my sisters, I look at his brothers like my brothers. But him, I did not look at him as my brother. I I
Because
I, I was in love with him.
Jojo, I think that is different. It was like you had crush on each other growing up,
Because
like
you
puppy
said
love
when
or
you grow
whatever.
up, I'm just saying you can
Mhm.
grow up there and you call one another auntie, brother, whatever. You grow up
Mhm.
in the same area because his house was right opposite ours. I call all your big sister six, and your brothers were my brothers. You know, we look at one another like brothers and sister. But I knew he had some eye for me. I had eye for him. So he was my Sarah, my first boyfriend
Mhm.
in life. That we had already great time. We
Hey, a
had
great
a great time.
time. He was your
Besides,
first boyfriend.
yes, we did. And
Uh,
honestly, I even got pregnant for him while coming, hiding from our parents. And I did
mhm,
not know. And I was playing for the school. I was playing kickball for the school and playing volleyball. And I used to play
mhm.
in the middle. So I always was going
Falling
down
and
on my
kicking on your
stomach. Yes. So I never knew
yeah.
I was pregnant. And I think that caused the miscarriage. And when I came to the States, after we broke up for a long time or whatever, we broke up way before I came to the States. And sometimes he wanted to get back with me. And what he wants to bring up, oh, yeah, we were close. We share blood, like, boy, please. That was that long time little girls and little boy thing. But like I said, you guys can grow up in the same
Mhm.
area, and the way you look at you might be laughing. Everybody think, oh, they're brothers and sisters, but you might got you might have different feelings for one another,
Yeah,
and we
y'all
grew
might
up
have
together.
crush. Y'all might have crush on. Y'all might have crush on each other. There are people who just attracted to people. So, but let me tell you this joke. Right, growing up, we used to. I will not call him. I will not call his name because he's married and he's a pastor now. So, but me and my cousin were in Children Church. We used to go to Children Church in BCA, Brandon Christian Assembly. We do Christmas play and everything. But just to find out me and my cousin had crush on this boy. He would come to our house and apparently he knew and he wanted to be a player. He would come to our house, like we, banners with the lights, and we'll go on the line, be playing all this string party, masasa, coco, whatever. And he would come, and when he come to my house, I happy. Then he would leave from there and go to the other area because whatever banners say. Then he go see my cousin. So just to find out after months and months, he was talking to two of us because he said he got a crush on me. I got a crush on him. He got a crush on my cousin got a crush, but it was just children thing, nothing we didn't go farther. Maybe with my cousin he did, but with me, he did not. You understand? So you can have crush on somebody, and that does not mean you're brothers and sisters because you live in a neighborhood, because we grew up in a neighborhood where if I do wrong, me Musu, who will call auntie, she will beat me. I dare call my mom. That's how we grew up. Where it comes in and say it takes a woman to birth a child. It takes a village to raise that child. You understand? And we all have had our puppy love. So for my brother best friend, I will not date my brother best friend because I know how my brothers feel about me. So it is my brother best friend will ruin the relationship. Yeah, we definitely ruin the relationship. But my brother told me before he can date my best friend. The thing about it, by the time you see my friend, then he can start doing it.
I will tell you,
Honestly.
Muku.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just go into this and just tell you how much you can't even say you can't take the person. When I was in high school growing up, um this boy called AB, he and I uh, uh, were in the same area. So their mom used to go in the interior, go places to go do business or whatever. So he was close to me. I older than him. I take him to be like a brother to me. Best friend, we were very close. Best friend, I took him like my brother. So I would cook for him, or when my sister then cook, they keep it on the food. There were times when we busy, I would go in that place and just take a nap in there. So that people used to think, say, oh, maybe they're dating, but he was my best friend. I would look him up for him like my brother. You understand? When he came to the States, he decided to come and see me.
Mm-hmm.
But when we were there, his brother were in the States. When his brother come to visit, the brother used to act all that. He used to act like, we there and whatever. He didn't want to be bothered with us, and he just sometimes he would speak and sometimes he would not speak. So I was engaged at that time. I didn't care, but I was like, what the boy passing around, and he knows that I'm close to his brother. His mom is like my mom, and he knows that he come and he can't even speak. Once in a while he must speak, and many times he just been here. But he was doing the war when he used to go over there, when the war has ceased. So I used to tell your brother, I said, what wrong with your brother? Just because he coming from America, when he see he can't even speak, and we just laugh about it. But when my friend now, the one I took like my brother came into the States, I will learn to where I'm talking about. Y'all see what I'm talking
Mm-hmm.
about. When he came to the States, then he told your brother he wants to
Mm-hmm.
come and see his best friend. like a sister. So they came over. Who brought him over was this brother that used to come from America. So the brother asked and came to my house. I didn't know that two of them were coming, and I ran over. I was like, "Oh my God, you do I hug?" My brother, that my friend that I take as a brother that I used to look up, care for. Then I saw your brother that used to live here. Then he was like, "Oh, I say hi." Then he walk out with me. I said, "What you want to hug me for?" "Oh, because I in America now. You used to come over there, you be acting." He said, "Okay, you know what? I will take you out for dinner. Forgive me." I said, "No, I'm not going for the dinner." He said, "No, I will take you." I said, "No, because you used to act like." He said, "Look, my sister, I was afraid because I knew you had a man, you were engaged. I didn't want, and it was wartime. I didn't want no one to come and kill me. I was very careful." We talk about it, we laugh, and after a few days, we went for dinner. And guess who that person became? My husband, my
Oh,
children's
wow.
father. Okay,
Wow.
his brother was the one that I took like my little brother, like my brother. We were very close. And now, some people, like when I saw him, people had a whole lot of things to say because he was close to me. You understand? So when you
Hmm.
see my son, the little one, look like Abby a little bit. So some people, some family people be like, "Oh, I hope Josephine did not sleep with Abby. Oh, let neighbor look like Abby." And we always, yeah, he
Yeah,
looked exactly like his uncle.
Okay.
I remember to
Wow.
the
Oh
graduation we
my
went
God,
to.
when you
Yeah.
see his uncle, you would say, no doubt.
Oh,
He
okay.
looks just like his uncle. So some of the family people, when they read it, they wanted that the one that don't like me and want to say, "Oh, I just want it be two of them ain't sleep together, whatever," because the way they were friends. But I look at it be like a brother. There was no way, even when Abby came to the States, if a brother had not come towards me, when Abby were going to come towards me, I was never going to date Abby because I look at
Hmm.
Abby as my brother. But
Hmm.
here I married his brother for 13 years and had three beautiful children.
Hmm.
So you see how life is?
Yeah. But I'm just saying because if I married or date my brother's friend because my brother best friend, you know what they call best friend, right? My
Yes.
brother best
Mhm.
friend, you are a woman. Let's say now that's an opposite sex. You are a woman. So there are things you and AB could not do. There are places you and AB could not go. But my brother best friend, you know what best friend is like. My brother and our best friend going probably did not sleep with the two same girl before. You know how our brother they can be desperate. I would take for example today my cousin and myself was talking. When he saw the topic, he said, "Damn, I get a good topic. I will come in balance." Then he told me a story
Hey,
about his
open
neighborhood
it.
and this girl has a husband or a boyfriend who's way older than her. But every time the man leaves and he go to the house, she won't be showing herself. So I said, begin, I was buying the day, what they not doing? Say, and I walked that thing long time, you know? So, boys, the way to talk and the things to do. I'm saying this because my brother would not like the idea because he know what he and his brother do together. But this is it though. Your husband was the oldest brother, so he and the younger brother could not go out and do a lot of things
But
together.
but the thing is, AB was my best friend. AB knew all about me, and I knew all about AB. And AB knew my fiance, and my fiance and I, back on everyone I knew, they thought we were brothers and sisters. We were
Mm-hmm.
really, really close. So AB told his brother
Mm-hmm.
that no matter what you do, don't never let Josephine go close to her fiance.
Mm-hmm.
They were too close, and I feel like they can get back together. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
until my husband passed, my late husband passed, he never, I was not allowed to talk to, even though my fiance that I have got married and moved over here. I was not allowed to talk to him. He didn't want his phone in my number. We were not allowed to speak. Nothing. My husband never, because his brother told him, "Don't never take a chance with Josephine and her ex fiance." But I was
Mm-hmm.
done with my ex fiance when I moved on. But because the brother, we were very close, and he
And
know how much,
you were in
yeah,
love
he
with
knew
that boy.
how much we were very close. He thought that I was not going to get over him.
Mm-hmm.
So if he was like my best friend, but I didn't let that cross for me not to date his brother, because I never look at his brother like my brother at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it became really great. I had a really great marriage, 13 years, three
Wow.
beautiful children. So I would never say, "Oh, I can't date my brother best friend," except I'm looking at my brother best friend like. my brother too. But sometimes your brother close to somebody, you not don't close you close with a person like that. My brother might be close with the guy, and the guy and I will look at one another totally different. So feelings is different, feelings go different. So I'm not going to say there are some people, your brother person, you might look at him like, yeah, I beg you. Like what I'm doing to this boy now, he mad and he can't understand what I'm saying because he wasn't my best friend. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we were not close like that. But honestly, I look at him like a brother to me.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not getting it, but it is what it is.
So let's go through the comment, which of course Ezekiel say you hear crush. He crushing on you. The man was crushing on you. Wow, he was saying somebody was crushing on you.
No, someone.
So yes, so then we got friendly here. We say God bless you. Or God bless you as well. And we say
God
welcome to
bless
our
you too.
platform. And please share our live broadcast, people. Akwe, God blessings. God blessings to you as well.
Thank
King of
you.
yes, and we say Evangelist Paulina Boyce Harris, you welcome CEO. I think she told him welcome or thanks for coming on and
Hmm.
stuff like that. So we got Rufus say, hey, everybody has interesting story. The topic is good though. Brother Franklin, thanks for following Chief. Please also share the live broadcast. Thank you very much. What's his name? Rufus. We are honored to have you as well. And I was just talking about my cousin. He appeared. I am here, my girl. I said, I know you are here. Welcome. I was telling them about your bad behavior the other day. That's the cousin one. One needs to go. We need to take turn jumping through the window. That's him right there. That's my cousin. We need to take turn jumping through the window. Sooner, welcome. Really love this. You are very welcome. Thank you. And please share the live broadcast. What about if you did not know and you start dating that individual? So in
How you will
title,
not know
what you're
your
talking
best friend?
about, are
How
you
you will not
talking
know your
about
best friend?
best friend? No, your friend X. Are you talking about your best friend? Or you talking about your friend X? Which one you talking about? I think his friend X. So you know how some of our friends, people who call our friends, some of them can do some sla walking. You understand? And you know, the people can say they can do some sly walking. So and that's true. So if I and me and my cousin were having this conversation. So if I don't know what's your ex or it's your ex or you need to talk to him
Well, it
or
happened to
dating
me.
him,
So when we finish, I will talk about it.
and dating him and we get involved, oh my God, that's a big decision. If I am not, it happened to me, and I would say this: I was in ninth grade in BW Harris, and a friend of mine were in ninth grade. Were very very close, and that girl took that thing very personal. We're very very close. I'm on. I even threaten. I even want to call her name, but for her private because she pissed me off. So I really want to call her name, but I would just let it be. And since then, every time she see me, she can run away because but I'm grown now, and I just want her to know if she's spying on my platform. I have passed that. I have moved on and settled, whatever. But I didn't know this guy was ever dating her in Liberia. I was not in Liberia when it happened. I was not in Liberia when they started dating, but we're good friends to the point that we in school. If I'm not there, she's trying to take my quiz from me. That's how close we were. So, but I started dating this guy. It was in 2001 in Minnesota. He came for a wedding from the East Coast, and then we stood in the wedding, and he just started crushing on me. Later on, we got hooked up and we started talking. But one day, his birthday, he decided to fly to Minnesota to me, and he was here, and she had called him to wish him happy birthday, even though they were not dating. But you know how you and your ex, you always remember your ex birthday, and if the breakup was not too bad, you know, y'all can be able to whatever. So when she called and talked, then he asked me, "Do you know so and so person?" I said, "Yes." I'm like, "Where is she?" Because I didn't even know she was in the U.S. So I was so excited to talk to her. I thought it was just casual friend, but just to find out that was his ex and he was engaged to her.
Ooh.
So yes, she was engaged, and I'm talking about this has gone too far. So after that, then she was like, she called me. She said, "Mukula." I said, "Yes." And the matter of fact, he told her. She was like, "What you doing, Muku?" And he was like, "Oh, that's my whatever, whatever." And that girl was like, "Are you okay?" I almost called her name. I said, "Are you okay? I don't know, whatever." Because I didn't even know she was in the country. I didn't even know because I left Liberia. But I was too involved and I have fallen in love. So I could not leave him. And I can assure you that I will not leave him. If I'm there for so long, if that's just something that I have just started. You understand? I will put a halt to it, but I was involved for a whole year. How do you expect me to really give up on Malika? Please go to the room. Yeah, yeah. Excuse me 1 minute. I beg you. Go to the room. This is a rated PG show. We're talking. Yeah, go. Go in your room. So how can I give up on? How how can I give up on this sweet, sweet? I hope you're not spying. How can I
Eh,
give up?
Muku, do you have to say it, sir? Please, I think we already got the picture. Just move on. You got to.
Can I give up? And that is standing in the kitchen, just looking at me like that. So how can I give up on this? But I let it go, and she told me it was okay. And fast forward, we broke up. I had somebody. I invited her to my birthday party, and the person that hosted the birthday party for me, I can make sure she slept with that person.
That's true, Matthew. I agree. And you do your research
Slept with that
because,
person.
yeah, many a times men
How
will
can
do
you do?
research on a
How can you?
woman.
How can you do a research? How can you do a research when this
Ask
person is in
around.
Africa?
Ask around. Ask around.
So
Who knows
you're
who?
going to find out and to know
No,
from the
I'm not
beginning
saying
the
to
guy
go to
start dating.
everybody. Like,
So
no,
for
not
this thing, I'm
everybody. Not
talking
going
about. I'm in the
around. Not
U.S.
going
This man
around.
is in
But
the
let me tell you
U.S.
something.
This
Our
person.
Liberian people,
No, 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 no.
they would never mean you with news.
Honey,
Ah,
honey, the people
So
that
you're
knew
going to
him.
just be passing around asking people before you date someone
So
and your
I'm
name
not
people.
saying
before you look
passing
your
around
name all over.
asking people.
Pa,
No, no,
pa,
no,
pa,
no,
pa,
no.
pa,
That's
Like,
a
honey, honey,
difficult
honey.
one.
Hold on, pa, honey. Listen to
mm,
this. Okay, people knew him and knew, oh yeah, that was in Liberia, he had a relationship, but they don't know that I know this person. Oh, he was engaged,
Yes.
and he told me
my
he was
brother
That's a
engaged.
long
Matthew,
time thing.
my brother
Let
Matthew on this line.
I
Please
That
let
wanna
me some research.
Matthew relax, he get a woman.
hold on. That
BIL relax.
Matthew, who his ex died when he get ready, he can still wear her memory t-shirt in the hall, yeah.
Oh no,
Let him
you're
lay that
joking.
ghosting out somewhere. But anyway, but no, Matthew, because just go do your comment in the room, yeah. So, but anyway,
No,
as
I'm tired,
I was
man.
saying, people knew, oh yes, he had this relationship, but she cheated on him and they broke up in Africa. But they don't know that I know this girl. You expect them, oh, maybe you might know her. Her name is this. I'm talking about ninth grade BW Harris days. You guys got what I'm saying? This person is in
Yeah.
Africa. One
That's
after
a distance. That's yeah.
we not scattered. We even know location. We even know what play you at. And then I should ask questions. So I would just go to research. Okay, like Mafi Bamo.
Just be
Oh,
asking who you were
they
loving.
may
Well, who cares
they
about
may
someone past too
they
much?
may his name Matthew Bamo. Oh, y'all know him. He said he want me or he want to get married to me. Then I go
Who
to
he
John
did,
Paul.
who all he did.
Oh, y'all know
I
his
want to see
name.
if that one of
Matthew,
my
I
friends.
agree with
What
you.
is
Yeah,
that?
Matthew, I agree with you. He said you're trying to be personal.
That one
Yeah,
of my
all
friends.
I
Let's
know
see
is
that one of my
Honey,
discussions.
please.
my my only thing is when I came here, we were a group of girls that were together. We did everything together, but we had one of the girls there that were very secretive. You know, she will
Exactly. The guy
did, and
Malika,
we will
before
not
that
know
man
who.
go. Let me mute
She was
myself
very
because I
secretive, and we never knew her. But we were good friends. We party together. We eat together. We do everything together. Okay. So this time came. This guy saw me. He said he liked me. He was behind me for months. So I finally agreed to date him. Okay, I agreed to date him. Then I told him the first time we're going to meet was my girls and I were going on that. And I said, you know what? I join my girls. You know, I will see how you interact with my girls and I. And when he came, we all went out that day. My friend was acting funny, but I didn't understand why she was acting funny. But we all were just laughing. It was the first time I was meeting him, so we were just talking. You know, the first time I don't rush into it, so I was just taking it. We were laughing, we were talking, and because I knew him for a little bit before he, approached me. He's a really good guy, so I would think, oh yeah, this is a guy I can settle with or something. But we'll see. But after the party the next day, she called me. She said, I'm not happy. I said, what you not happy about? She said, oh, because I introduced him to every one of them. Say, oh, I talking to this guy, everybody was laughing. Ah! But she was just that kind of way. So the next time when she called me and we talk about it, the group, my girlfriend, Tina, our whole group, but one of the girls, I won't call her name since she was the one that we had the thing with. So she called me and she was like, I'm not happy. I'm like, what you talking about? She said, oh, the guy that you going away or you talk to the party, that's my ex. And mind you, this girl, we all been friends for years. and we know this boy in the community, but we never knew that they did it. So I'm like, oh, you did it here. I didn't know. But thank God you're telling me now. Because we talk on the phone. Our first time meeting, we're over there. And I have not kissing, I'm not touching or whatever. But thank God you're telling me. But if I had dated him and we're going on sexually and everything going good, I was not going to leave him. Because our ex, they didn't work out. They're not dating anymore. You know, he could have been my husband or whatever, or be nice to me. So if I were going to get sexually into it, I'm going to think about it and decide what I wanted to do. But since we didn't go that far, then I went to him. I was like, hey, my girlfriend was not happy. I didn't know. He said, oh, to her with her, but it just didn't work out. We broke her. It been a while. I know she still get feeling for me, but it just did not work. To her all not comparable, whatever. I say, hey, since two are all having started anything, I'm going to end it. He begged and begged, but I just ended it because thank God. But I feel like if he and I were going to be dating for a little bit and in sexually or whatever, I was not going to leave him because of what she said, because I already in my relationship. That's why sometimes when you're friends, you have to be able to be open to one, because we were good friends when she was dating him, but she secretly hid it, so I was not going to leave him because two of them not together. You're not,
No.
it's not like you're coming back together. Once I stopped my relationship that I already invested in because of you, but I left it because I had not started anything, so I walk away from it.
Exactly. I wouldn't. Talking about go and do investigation for what? So everybody I see, honey, when you and your
So
husband
who
met,
get time?
y'all want who
Honestly,
got
who
time
got
for that
time to
thing?
be asking for people ex girlfriend? I just
Ex
the
is
only
your
thing we
ex.
investigate is if that person is a good person or not. But I don't care whether you are dating Mariah Carey or whoever it is.
No,
That's
but
not my
no.
problem.
The thing is,
But
you got to know the person who you trying to get into a relationship with.
that's what I'm
Just
How
like
saying.
me,
will
You
like
you
I
want
said,
to
I
know?
will
know
always
How will
ask
you
when
them
you
know
want
him?
to
about
know
the
if he's
past.
good or
I
not.
will
But
always
you
ask them about the past,
you
their
want to know if
children,
yes, when
their
we talk about
religion, their
past,
tribe,
Honey,
it's the
whatever.
person
I
honey,
will
with
always
yes,
let
look
that's
at
me
different
person.
thing.
wait, let me
That's
come
different
in.
thing.
Let me
But
come in,
you're
honey.
talking about
Let me
exes.
tell
I
you,
don't want my
let me
boyfriend asking me about all my ex.
yeah, and
Don't don't
I
don't
will
don't
tell
go
you
there because
something.
you're not the
Not
one gorgeous last
everybody,
name.
every ex you have to go and tell your partner about it. Let me tell you something. I do not want to know about my
No,
boyfriend
that
or my
was not what
husband
I
ex.
meant, though. That's not what
Maybe
I
if
meant.
that's a maybe I would say this. If there's a suspicion of I have noticed something, I will ask you, who is this person? And you should be very honest with me. You can't come to me and tell me, oh, that was somebody I just had a fling with, and then I go and find out that you guys are still dating and you're talking to me. That is different. You understand? But I'm not going to come ask you, you slept with 10 women, you slept with 5 women, or whatever. I'm not
Yeah.
going to ask you that.
That happened with me
Don't
and my
lie to me. That's why
ex-husband.
when I in the future, if it comes out, at least if you feel the need to have a conversation about
Yeah.
your life, your past relationship, I would take it. But when there's suspicion and I come to you and say, babe, who is this person? Were you dating? And be very honest with me. Oh, yes, I was. We just broke up before I
Yep.
started talking to you. Or
Yep.
you tell me that we are not in terms and I'm forgetting about the relationship. That's why I start talking to you. It left with me to make my decision or my choice. But do you expect me to go to Africa, call everywhere, say you know the person where he needs to say so
That's
who
small
you were
calling.
dating?
Oh.
No, that being
What's that?
sarcastic. You
No,
That's
that piece I
sarcasm.
can't step out.
That's
Look at your
sarcasm
brother
right there. No
talking
one is saying
about.
to go to the whole Africa and ask for somebody. This is not
So
even
you're
Oh,
who
going
that
yes,
to be
that
is.
piece I
asking for
can't.
your
Yeah,
male
okay, yeah.
exes when you get
Listen,
to
I
two
will
of
only
your
No,
ask the
exes.
people.
no,
I will
I'm
only
not
ask the
saying
people that
nobody
close
but
to
ask for
him.
nobody, but I'm saying when you and that person get together, you have to ask the person some information. Like
You
who was
Yeah.
your
will.
So
ex?
You
And you
will.
look get
yeah, but now
to
why would what
understand
name your
one another.
exes?
That's what I'm
Name all
saying.
your exes so I can know if one of
No,
them my friend.
no, that's
Name your
not
exes.
feasible. That's not
But
even
that's something hard
possible.
to find out, honey.
That's
That's
what,
something
yeah.
hard. Exes.
Honey bunch.
Like, when me and my ex, when me and
Yes,
my
Gio.
ex husband were together,
If you want to join the live, go ahead and click on a link that she shared already,
they
I
told
will
me,
share it. I
or
will
you
share
can
it.
call me on my
I will
messenger and
share the
I'll
link
join you if
again.
you
I will
can't
share the
connect.
link again. I will share the link again.
when my ex husband and I were
This is
together,
the link.
one
This is
day,
the link. You can click on that link
one
and come
day,
on. Mm-hmm.
when me and my ex husband were together, one day he came home from on our field or whatever place he came from. He's so angry. He mad. When I say hi, you don't want to speak to me. I touch you, said, don't touch me. I said, and 2 hours, 3 I said, what's going on? I said, what's going on? He said, I can't believe that. I can't believe that. So I walked behind and asked what happened. So it seemed like he was somewhere. I don't know what he was doing or what he was trying to do or he was saying. And what I heard, someone, one of the guys told him like, hey, you really got a nice woman. You know, she was my ex. I messed up and I regret it. So I hope, you know, you don't mess up because she is hard-headed.
Is that a
Once she
business?
catch,
Is that a business to
wait
go to
now,
your husband and tell
let
you
me say something now. Let me
what are
finish.
you looking
Say
for?
when she, no, the guy was trying to be nice to him, I think. Say, don't mess up because if she find her, you can go to heaven and come back. She will not take you. So you get a good woman. So whatever they discussed, and one of the other friends told me this now. But anyways, when my ex-husband he talking, I said, you never told me that you dated someone. The only person I thought that you ever dated when you were in Minnesota here, your late husband. Yeah, I always boast to my friends then. Yes, we are only 2 men. Josephine had dated in this America. And then I found out today that you dated somebody. And I said, what did you just say? The boy is angry. I said, excuse me, when you and I ever discussed that my late husband and you are the only men I have ever dated in America? Or that what I thought, I said, that's what you thought. Okay? My ex-husband is not the one that virgin asked me. And you are acting now, you are a lot of women in the place or whatever when you coming to attack me for my ex. You mad about someone I dated way before even my late husband. Way before my late husband. Oh, it's because I always told all my friends that beside your late husband, you don't have any ex. I say on you. It's not on me. And don't bring that to me. Do not bring that to me. Or then you need to come and tell me who all you ever did in the place. You must be going out of your mind. If we were legally married, I say you must be going out of your mind. If we have to talk about exes, I might not even date you because you know how many exes I know you did. So I'm just trying to bring this up, like, you know, people would think otherwise about other people. We all did, and there are some people you did you don't even want to talk about again.
Exactly,
That
and that's
person
so true.
you want to not
That's
bring
so
it up by happy. You know when that person ever to call your name, like one of them ever went and told somebody, "Oh, that's my ex," and I found out I went for the boy. I said, don't ever. You know, there are some people you did. Don't ever call me your ex. I'm not your ex. So, you know, there are some people you don't even want to talk about before you will go date. I mean, you will go talk to somebody who you try to make your future. Oh, yeah, I was dating John. But you don't even want to know, you wish you could erase that part. So that's difficult. But when you're dating, when you're talking to somebody, you can do a research about how their life being in relationship. That's different. But to find out who all they have dated, that's a whole nother going.
Yes. What's his name? I just sent you the link. He said he cannot find the link. Is that Joe Money? I think it's George
Geo
Money.
money.
George. And not George.
And when you guys
Anyway,
go with me,
Geo
so when
Money,
people look
check
for
your
your shoe,
inbox.
I
Check
might
your
not have
inbox. I
time. So
just sent
do you
it to
not
you.
want the
I
shoes
just sent you
anymore?
the link. I just sent you the link so you can check that up as well. So, but my thing is that guy had no business. That guy had no business going
Maybe.
to your
But the
husband
clothes are 5:50.
to even mention that y'all were ex. If he wanted to be nice, he could have just gone to him and say, "AB, you have a beautiful wife and a beautiful soul. So you know, I know her from back in the days or whatever." But he did not have the right to go mention to your
Yep.
husband that I am
Muku,
your ex. Some men just like to act like women wearing
Muku.
pants.
For those who have joined, can you just restate the topic so they will be informed what we're
Honey, you
talking
can
about?
go ahead and do that too, though. Let me just put it. Hold on, let me put it up. Hold on, let me put it up.
I want you. Let me come for my BIL Matthew. So before you
Okay.
marry my sister, she called all her exes to you. You investigated and found out who all she dated.
You will
Eh?
be amazed. Let
Because
me tell you today on the platform, you know the
my
mayor called.
BIL, did you go to find out who all Muku dated before you did her? Eh? Because I'm very sure you were not even thinking about who she did it. You were just thinking about how to get her. So don't come act like investigation is not funny or who all you did it. It's funny or the person behavior, not who all they did it. I don't want you, even when you start funny or looking for who all did it, that's fun, that look creepy. I
Let me
was
tell you,
feeling like a creepy
let me
man. I
tell
don't
you
want
what
to
I
even
made
talk to
did
you.
when we first met at that time. I had a friend that he knew.
Hey,
No,
BIL, you
seriously.
not put your dirty clothes outside. Oh.
I had a friend that he knew. I had a friend that he knew was in the Mediterranean. You know the man emailed that man to tell you say so and so. I want a woman. Then the man had to tell you say okay. Because he knew the person on the man said, oh yeah, very nice and whatever. Just because somebody told him say, oh, the woman was dating the person here and you know this person. That man emailed the boy in the
But say
Mediterranean.
he knew the
Hey,
boy, why he still date you? He knew the man, now you're not going to
exactly.
date you. You don't
Exactly.
have
But
to ask about the man. You knew somebody that used to
but
eat a woman before,
then
and
you
you
can't,
still
yeah.
won't marry her.
You still go
Masculine
marry
people,
her.
yeah, man,
But the
BIL
thing,
people.
the thing
Somebody what
about
you know that used to eat a tea. The
it,
person used to eat a tea by way. You know, then you go
but
ask for
Jojo,
advice from the person. Eh?
but Jojo, no,
BIL,
not
man.
not advance. So he say, no, listen, oh, not advance. So you go tell the person say, oh, the woman myself dating, and I want to marry her. What you think? The person say, go
He
ahead, she's
tried
a
to,
very nice person. But the
that's
thing
it,
about
that
Jojo,
advice.
Jojo,
That
how you
advice.
saying the thing along the way? Eat it. How you
That
saying the thing
advice.
along?
The man eat
Jojo,
a thing. The man slap it. Then you still marry the woman. You can't talking about investigate. You were investigator and you found out. And you still marry the woman.
Jojo, how you saying the thing
BIL,
along? So
bring it
how you
on.
saying
This show is not a show you come here with petty story, BIL. Don't come here with no petty story. Say you found out now. Why you still marry the woman? Somebody
Exactly.
beat it to the city. Somebody beat it to the city, BIL, but you
But
still
Jojo,
marry the woman. So
Jojo,
what you
let it
finding
peaceful
out
now.
for?
Jojo, let it peaceful now.
Ah,
But
there. Yeah, yeah, man. BIL, BIL. I just want to tell my BIL. I just want to tell my BIL when you come in here with question, just know
you
how you
come
coming
straight.
because we will turn it
You come
around, set
straight.
it
You
up.
can't do like this.
Yeah, you can't be that hypocrite there. You walk out, blow the play and stay back. No BIL. We're
You
not
be
doing
like
that kind of thing here.
Kiki. Yes,
No, we ain't doing the
do
BIL. And you
research
know
on her.
already the wealth that you marry or more zigger she will come with it. Then you
Once you bring it up, she will end it for you.
she will end it there.
Yeah, but you know what's his name? You can check
When
your
BIL
inbox.
say you try
Yeah.
to be personal and that shouldn't be. We
Yeah.
are all this because I am not personal. I am telling you why you investigating to find out other people a partner. And now your
And
wife also said
now
you
he's
knew one
saying
of her ex.
you're
Your
too
wife also
interesting.
said
Jojo,
I
you're
am.
too interesting.
Yes, your wife here just publicly said that you knew one of her ex and even called, but then you still marry her. So what the reason of
Exactly.
you trying to
Exactly.
find
Why
out
would
her ex?
exactly? Why
You
would you
find
want to
out her
go?
ex if you know the person and back off. So what they need? I don't
Mhm.
care about who the person was dating. It's just if the person was a good person, that all matters
That's
to
all
me.
matters. I don't even want to know about your ex, And that's the thing about your ex die. You want to sit there and cry. That ex, you not even that one. That's a whole different
The
topic.
topic,
You know,
the topic is will you date your best friend or will you date your brother best friend?
or when you date your
Or
friend
will you
ex,
date your friend X?
that's the topic.
That's the topic.
So if you go up on the screen when you see the live, you will see the topic right there, and you can just follow it. So for who all that wants the link, just let me know. I will send it in your inbox. If you want to come on, you are welcome. And what's his name? I just send it in your inbox. Or if you want to call, you can call the number here, and then we can put you on. If you don't want to come on the table talk, so Honey Bunch, go ahead. Honey Bunch, what say you want call it? Everybody, when
That
you
who
first
that who
come to
I-
the husband,
that who Emmanuel talking about.
that my cousin, why him and tell me
You
so
can
don't you the winner?
he said
You
you
can
can
say
say
that
that again,
that
woman.
you that you very
That guy
intelligent
is
to
crazy.
have a good woman like you. Yeah,
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but how you can can't tell a woman husband say I was dating your wife? Who say you there? Who say you? You the class? Who say you go tell the minister I was dating your wife, no man want to hear say somebody was dating their wife, even if that was long 20 years ago. He just a guy that wear panties, and I don't think he was right.
Yeah, but again, a lot of the guys like that, they like to show off the one when you pass it. Oh, I can't have my ex. So what order are you? What you coming to? When you coming be passing around and just what would I do?
Some of them can even lie on their toto and all. So yeah, honey bunch, go ahead. Honey, don't laugh, man. They think and I'm only married here today.
No, not only
You can see her so quiet today. She's not talking too much into it because all her church members they're sitting out on here.
Yeah,
Honey bunch.
yes, I can.
No, you can tell, man. Let me tell you, as a minister of the gospel, sometimes
You are in it. You are in life before my dear. Life goes on.
As a minister of the gospel, let me say something, honey. As a minister of the gospel, you will have the opportunity to counsel husband and wife and say, "Oh, she wants to sleep with me, or he wants to sleep with me, or he like me." So that
okay, you wanna? I let me tell them I got you on, so you can ask your question, you can say your input.
Okay.
But Baba Gio is on here right now, so if you want to listen to him, we can. Go ahead, they can listen. They can hear.
Okay. Because I just want you guys to brief the topic so I can able to say like what you guys are saying. So what's the major topic? Is it about dating
someone who is your best friend or best friend of one of your friends or your brothers or any family member or something like that? Yeah.
So the question is 3 questions into one. One, the A is, will you date your best friend? B is, will you date your brother best friend? C is, will you date your friend X?
Be it knowingly or unknowingly.
He laughed.
We're waiting, boy.
You know, that laugh sound like he cross boundaries a lot.
No, the second topic was so it was so funny. You know what I said? Like, no, for me, the best way, the first. Okay, let me go for the first topic. You know, you say, can you marry your best friend? You know, for me.
Yes.
Marry your best friend is made the best thing because if someone have already known you, your physical, what you can do, yeah. So for me, I prefer to marry my best friend. I prefer to someone to be my friend before I need to propose to any person because the person have already know your anger, know the kind of things you tolerate, know the kind of things you don't like, know the because you can't say you want to marry someone and eventually, and if the person cannot tolerate you, because nobody is perfect,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Everybody make mistake a lot. You know, anyone who told you like, oh, I've never been angry. I've never been. The person is a fucking liar. Everybody have a certain anger. Everybody have a body. Just that if you can control it, if you can handle it, that's what make you as a man or a woman. You know, because sometimes a man can do something like you will feel like, oh. You not expect like he do that. Someone like, okay, what about that you build with somebody like you said that, you know, if something happen, I'm just giving a seminar, if something happen, okay, someone stole something, the husband is a thief, okay, they say if something, why did they call, the first thing they need to call is the wife, because they know you guys are living the same place, you already know your husband, because if anything happen, the first thing they need to call is the wife. Can you tell us more about your husband, because you guys have been together? So for me, I would say I prefer to someone to marry his best friend, someone who can tolerate you, someone who can see the future. It's not about the present. You know something?
Yep.
So it's not about someone that see far. You know, sometimes now someone you can approach someone, you say, no, I'm not feeling you. It's better for you to marry someone
that you know
your character. So let me go on second topic. He said, can I marry my ex? So
your was so good.
For me, no, I can't. Because you know why? When I said your ex, I can't, because I have a reason why I say no. Because you're going to marry your ex, girlfriend, mean that you are still high, you can't stay with somebody. You are not trustable. That's what I'm saying.
No, not your ex. You gotta run, not your ex. Can you marry your friend ex? What
Your
let's say
friend,
you
like your
don't know.
best friend
You didn't
ex.
know.
Yeah.
You didn't know, and you start
This is
dating your
like my
best friend
friend.
ex, and then you found her.
Yes, yeah. For me, it's like I already broke our promise. I already broke up our friendship because that's how I look at it. Like
Yeah.
I can't marry my friend sister. I can't marry my friend girlfriend. Anything like my friend. As long as I make you my friend,
Mm-hmm.
those things, those attraction between your girlfriend,
Yep,
your sister is dead.
that's true.
Because I already took
Mm-mm.
them. Yeah, I already took them as a family because the way I'm seeing you, that's the way I'm seeing them.
Right.
So if you really want to marry your best friend, your man that man, you're not trustable because I can't say that I can't keep those thoughts friends because
Exactly. You're
everybody,
right. Because they
yeah,
mean they were eyeing
everybody
that person.
goes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you already your eye you talking about you just praying. Most of people pray for a secret prayer like I want them to break up so you can have access on me.
Yes.
So this is things I don't do. I have my best friend,
Mm.
you understand me, like for a long time.
Right.
His sister is more beautiful. If you look at her his sister, but I control myself because I when I notice like, oh, this is my friend. It's like
Mm-hmm.
a family to
Yep.
me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you can't control yourself where your friend is, mean that you can't control yourself in outside. It's like you can marry anybody. If you marry someone's girlfriend, mean that you can have sex with someone's wife.
Right.
That's how I
Yep.
look at it.
Exactly. Yes.
So
Yeah.
my question to you, like, what happened to our friend here that she said, what if you dated the person, you're in a serious relationship, and later on you found her that was your friend ex? Will you break up that relationship? You never knew, and you guys
Except
dating and it's serious, and then later on,
except
before
I
you
don't
found her,
yeah. Except I don't have no idea. It's like
Mm-hmm.
when Steve something happening on
that's
consistency
what
and you
we're
don't
saying. You
know.
don't know. You don't know, and you're
Yeah.
serious, and then later on you found her. Will you break it up because of that?
No, I can't break up because if I don't know that you have dated the
Yes.
person, like
Yeah.
let me just say like, well, I just met her, like you told me, oh, this is my ex. When I don't have no idea, I've never seen you before with her. I
Mm-hmm.
can go ahead because no, it's not my business. I don't have no idea. You understand me? Nothing can bring both of us. Like, if you don't say I should not marry because your ex, when I don't know, I don't have idea, I've never seen you.
Right.
Man, I need to.
Yeah,
That's my friend, and you need to unfriend you because you're not a good friend.
Right.
yeah.
True.
Let me
Well,
just say something before I forget. So
Okay.
my girl here, thank you, my girl here, honey, married already. Muku married. Well, I was married. I'm single now. So after the show, honey, I want you to name all your ex on the paper and send it to me. And you too, and you too, Muku, put all your exes down. Because if I end up get in serious relation with one of your exes and I ready to get married to them, then the problem. So,
oh, but will never be
Muku, you
problem.
hearing me?
You know, where they are access for a reason. So, trust me.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So
No,
if
I
y'all
will
want to
can't
put
date so.
all
I
the
will can't.
list down on your
Yeah.
I will
exes,
can't. No,
so
I will
I
can't
can
date
know.
so.
I will
I will
come to
can't
that
date
wedding.
for
I will
your wedding.
congratulate you. I
I
will
will
hug
can't
you.
date
I
for your
will
wedding.
say,
Let me
you
tell you, I
must treat my
care, sir.
friend good, oh.
You
You
must. I will
must,
tell you
I
the
will be
style
on
what
you,
he
say, you
like.
must
I will
treat my
tell you
friend
the
good.
style that he like. I will tell you what to do, what he running, and the style that he running like. I will tell you. Are you kidding
Oh
me?
boy.
X is X, please.
Thank you, dear. Are you done? Or you still
Thank
got
you,
something to
thank
say,
you. That
dear?
was so nice. Your input was ready
So
important. It was ready, ready good.
if I should ask Baba,
Did
where are
my
you from?
iPad just die?
Where he
Oh
from?
man.
He got an accent. Where is he
I
watching or talking from?
he's from Nigeria.
Oh, that's my brother. Are you Igbo? Ah,
So
stop
you
making
got the
me
guy
laugh.
off or he went off?
My computer died on me. I think I got it to
Look
plug
at
here.
you.
Where died? I tell you the
Look
truth.
at you. Look
Just
at
give me
What part
you.
of
another fast
Baba?
charger. I will call him back. I know he will be with you.
Yeah,
I
I
will
want to
call
know
him
what
back.
part of Nigeria he from, so
Linda, the
I can
topic
meet him.
is we got three questions into one.
Now
That
quit
one question
talking.
get A,
I'm
B,
gonna be
and
checking
C.
your phone.
A, can you date your best friend? Will you marry your best friend? B, can you date your brother
Best friend.
best friend? Can you date your brother best friend? And three, can you
Did your friend X?
date your friend X? So that friend X is in two ways. If you know or if you don't know, can you date your friend X if you know? Or if you dating that X, if you dating that person and then later on you find out, will you break it up? So that's the topic.
So guys, if you
It's
want to call
interesting,
in,
right?
you can call either one of us on Messenger right now. You can
Hi,
call us
So
Richard.
on
Rachel, what are you saying no to? What
exactly.
you
I was
saying
just
no
about to
to?
ask
Let
him.
us know what the note about.
Yeah, so if you want to come in, you want to call, you can call either one of us or you can call the number on the screen here. Let me put it right back here. You can call this number if you want to be a part of the conversation. You can call
And
our
Muku, I just
WhatsApp.
wanted to
Go ahead, Jojo.
I don't know how to call him. Is it Dada that was on? What his name? Baba?
Baba.
It's Gio. Gio. I think it was Gio.
Okay, Chio that was on. He said something and it make me
Gio
to
money.
think.
No,
Yeah, it made me to think to talk about something like he was saying. What was he saying again? Let me think.
no, it was yeah.
He said something I wanted to talk about it. Okay, like I can't remember. When I think about it, I will bring it up. I wish I were gonna write it.
Use this structure real quick.
Oh, your best friend. Like he said that he can date his best friend, I'll be the good thing. But I want people to understand for those who say, I will not date I can marry my best friend, and which is true once you feel that way done. But I just want you to know, if a best friend likes you and the person I tell you the one you guys to get into relationship and you like him, but you are not going to date him
Hey,
because you guys are
hey,
best friends.
hey, hey.
Oh my, the man of the household is on.
Hey.
Okay,
Let me just
okay,
finish. Let me just finish. Say, Matthew, 1 minute. 1 minute.
go ahead.
If two of your best friend, and the person comes to us, you say, I really like you, Muku. I want us to be together. And you like him too. And you like everything about him. You know he will make a good husband for you, but you feel like because your best friend, you don't want to date him, but you got feelings for him. And you don't want to date him. For me, I feel like you will be doing yourself. You will not be acting justice to yourself because if you're not in love with the person, you look at it as a brother is different. But your best friend, you don't look at it as a brother. It would be good for them to, because you already know the person. Because you know what it would be like when you really love that person, you love for the person, you decide no, and then the person end up dating someone, and the relationship go on, and you eye on your best friend wife, and knowing that could, that could have been your husband. If you don't have feelings for the guy, it's different. Then you move on. But if you have feelings and you're calling your feelings because he's your best friend, then you will not be treating yourself right. It's just me.
Okay, Baba Gio came back on, so I think he want to finish. Go ahead, Baba.
Okay. You sorry that you said your this and stuff. So I told
Yeah.
like my whole side.
No.
So what I'm trying to my question, so there's one thing about like when you said like you come we're talking about like some people that live in diaspora or people that live in US.
Mhm.
So there's one thing about like you say something about like most of people that marry like they talk about like how you want to marry for because of paper and all this stuff. So that because they have a lot of experience, it's like they have some a couple experience, because when someone did that, you make a mistake the first time or the second time. So that's one I'm trying to say. Like when I try to like approach someone, when you started talking about paper mean that there's no genuine love. It's like all your brain because it's like if I say something and your mind is going on paper, like something that you as a woman, you're supposed to know when someone is coming, because of things that are going on, you're supposed to know when someone is coming. I'm okay. This is what the aim. Everybody know what he wants. You understand me? So that's why I prefer like I see a lot of people complain like most of people want to marry them because of their paper stuff or this or you don't want to keep a conversation or you don't want to marry someone who gonna tell you when you are wrong or because you thought like you live in abroad someone cannot you don't make a mistake. You understand me? So what I'm trying to say like how can someone brand himself like if you get yourself in that situation how did you want to handle those stuff.
Yeah.
So that's my question.
You and I if I understand you right is you
What's
saying
his
people
question?
you what he was trying to say is you would marry somebody would marry you because they want something out of you. And that's why I feel like sometimes when you ask about a person, you will get to know who that person is. You will get to know off the background. I'm not saying to go do a worldwide wide check, but people that of accomplices. People that you have had. that in the community, like in wherever you, like where you are in Nigeria. I'm sure when you bring a girl to your family, they want to know, who is she, who's her parents, that kind of a thing. I don't know if that's what you were saying, but Georgia wanted to know your question so she can be able to answer, because trust me, she loves the answer.
What was your question?
My question is like you say something like the most of people are married because of paper. Okay, so how did you know? How did you want to figure out like if someone is coming for the paper stuff, or you just
Or
like
not.
you want to like like how did you want to keep your conversation? How do you want to keep your communication and all this stuff? Like how do you want to be like? That's what I'm saying. Like if you meet someone like it's not me, or you meet other person, like how do you want to figure out? Or you want
You
to
know,
marry?
You sure he's saying, well, how will you figure out that person
honestly,
is there for a
yeah.
good intention? Right. Yeah.
Honestly, that is very, very hard. It is very hard because there are a lot of people who know how to hide things. And that's what the Bible said. The Lord said he's the only one that knows the deepest part of a human heart. So
Right.
people know how to cover up so well. Even the people around them will believe them before even you. Even if the person was a bad person, say, oh no, he changed that or she changed now. So you just have to give it up to God and left for the person. It's very hard. And some people can be going into something now wanting to stay in, but when they get in it becomes okay and they will end up changing their mind and work it out good. So it's very hard. It's very hard if that person is hiding it very good. It's hard. It's
But let
hard
me
for
tell
you
you,
to know the deepest.
it's nothing too hard that God cannot expose. And that's why I will
Exactly.
always tell people, I said, when you get to know someone, there would be some questions you would ask that person. It would be that intuition within your heart that you feel that you would have that doubt, like, I don't think this is the person for me. And many of times our intuition, if we follow it when it is trying to tell us to not embark on that journey or to not get involved with that person, we will be able to, save ourselves from a lot of heartache and pain that will come our way after we have gotten married against God's wishes for us. And then, we start to see like, okay, this person is not who God has for me. And many times it's always good to be patient. Patient is what we don't have, and it's a virtue. When you can have patience when it comes in, let's say dating a person, getting to know a person, praying to God, asking God for discernment, and I know a lot of people say, oh, you're talking about the religious side. What about the flesh? Now, it's the flesh that always fails us, so it's up to
So
you
I
to
would just
just.
I would just come into that. There are times that you will ask, and God allow things. There are things that
Mhm.
might be good for you, and you are a child of God, and the Lord will allow it and allow you to just, go with yourself. So there are people you will trust, or there are people you will get out. Like my ex, I was dating him for a while, did not even sleep with him for a while. It took a while that he almost gave up. There are people you will try to ask and do whatever. There are people just good at hiding things, and sometimes the Lord will allow you to just go with that instead. Just because
That's
you are a child of God and you pray, it doesn't mean that He will always protect you in a way where He will bring it brought to you. And you're right. There are times that we
and I
know things.
disagree with you.
There are
I
times that we
disagree with you,
know things.
Jojo. I disagree
There are
with you
times that, let me
fully.
finish.
Hmm.
You will talk.
Hmm.
There
Hmm.
are times that we know things, and you're right. There are times that we will know things, and we will see the sign, and we will act like it's not there. We think that we can make it work. Okay. And there are times that you are child of God. Okay. And the Lord will allow the Lord will just let you to decide and make choices like He did with Job. The
Hmm.
devil was going to go against Job. Okay. It's not like God went to Job and said, hey, I come and let the devil to do this to you, he will kill. Or no, he did it.
But
But he
God knew
allowed the
that
devil
Job
to
was
go to.
not going to do it because God knows our
He
hearts.
knew, God
He
knows
knew Job was
everyone.
not going to do it. He knew Job was
Exactly.
not going to do anything
God,
against him,
God
but to
knows
follow
every one
him.
of us.
Hmm.
God knows every one of us, and He can still allow.
Hmm.
He knows every
No,
one of us.
when things
It's not
come
only
our way,
Job.
we have testing
Well, honey,
moments in
honey,
our life.
honey,
But what
honey,
I'm
don't
saying is,
That's
forget,
you
as
like,
talking. No,
marriage.
I
honey,
don't. I
sometimes,
don't care
Yeah.
what
honey,
happened.
hold
That
on.
is not you.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
Honey, hold on. Sometimes
Mhm.
God allows situation for fulfillment. Don't
Yes.
forget.
And I know
Yes.
that, but what I'm saying is, it can never be marriage because he know what he says, what he puts
That is
together.
not you.
That no,
Never.
it
It's
cannot
not
be
never.
marriage Because let me
Never,
tell you,
no, no, that is
this
not
would be a
true.
topic for another day where we will have to go through scriptures. Because let me tell you something, God says He will never put anything on us that we cannot bear. When we go through stuff,
Exactly.
when we go through
God
situations in our
allowed
life,
that to happen to Job,
I
and
was
he
like,
knew it
it's
wasn't
testing of the
easy,
faith.
but he
And
allowed it.
that's why he allowed that for Job, because Job was already married. Job was not looking for a wife. Job was already married. Job already had
But
his
Job never
children.
wanted to lose all his children, but he
You
allowed
think I
that.
care to listen
He
to your
allowed that.
talking?
Eh?
You think I care to come listen to your talking all day? I
All
can
right, why
talk.
you say?
Okay,
All right,
You
go
want
all
to,
ahead,
right,
okay,
brother.
go ahead now.
But you think
Just tell us that you want to speak.
but
Tell
wait,
us you want to speak. We told you enjoying the topic.
wait, your pause,
No, you're not coming to take over on this show.
No,
Yeah,
No,
calm
Matthew,
down.
Papa,
You
Papa,
no,
ready
go
to
ahead.
I
speak?
didn't
Speak.
come here,
We
I didn't
okay
come
for
to
you
look
to
at your
speak.
beautiful
Topic
faces.
just keep
I
in it.
came here to talk. So
Talk.
let me say something.
So,
Talk.
yeah,
Okay, just relax now. We are rushing.
talk before we
Yeah?
kick you out of studio.
Oh God. Okay, the topic is if you know what you know your friend will go on with the person you want the person, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I made a statement.
it's two-way.
And, well, Jojo, and I wrote something. I said that's why it's good to do background check. Even when you're the person talking,
Mm-hmm.
it's always good
That's
to
what I
do
said.
your own search behind.
Mm-hmm.
Not going. I mean, the person got a lot of friends. The person introduce you one or two, and through the one or two, you get to know more of the
You'll
person's
get
friend.
more. Exactly,
Okay,
Matthew.
and you'll go there and ask. Not go, oh, John say he want me, or Peter say he want me. No, you go intelligently
Mm-hmm.
to find out who is this person. We are seeing it in the Western world today. People lost their life because they didn't do no background check on the people that they fell in love with. Some people just from first seeing, they got impressed. Oh, he legs, he cologne nice. Oh, a cologne nice. She look nice. You don't know what the person have been doing. You got a good record. You believe you a good life. You jump inside with the person. People say they impressed with them because they got entangled with the wrong individual, both male and female. So that's why I'm saying it's good. Like my daughter can tell me, oh, daddy, I do all things. Yes. If they say I'm going to Walmart, I'll take the shortcut, also I'll take the long way. They can say, oh, the road carry there. I said, no, let me go this way. I'm trying to tell you that for me, sometimes I don't go the old way. Well, even if a woman will push me around for 1 year before she tell me yes, then I'll be all right. I get to know this person. We get to know each other. All right. Like Jojo says, someone can hide their intention, and that's true. But in that period of time, you as an individual, you get to know there's certain thing that this person is not being truthful of. You can't tell me you be pushing a car or they get me hitting you. You be trying to fall for almost 6 months, almost 1 year. You won't get so in to say, oh, she just been
You
up
have been
and
talking
down
to the
here.
girl for 1 year?
So girl get push you around for 1 year.
Yes, some people have 1 year, but not all relationship. Let me just say something. Not all relationship you will talk to somebody for a whole year. Not all relationship will go down. And let me tell you something. I understand exactly what you are saying, and I agree with you, but not all the way. Because if I dated someone now, I'm going to be careful, especially the world we're living in now. There are some people you ask will not even tell you the truth about the person. They probably don't want you to date that person. They might tell you lies about the person. Or there are some people you might ask and they will tell you about this person past. And the person might not be in that past anymore. Because people, you have to believe that people change. You can't just hold people by their past.
Yes.
Sometimes you have to wait because people change, and maybe the person you are the one that ready to change for you. You will hear some men are this where I went with, and maybe they're ready to settle down. So what I'm going to if I did it, let me just say something. If I
to a point. In that situation you just stay there, the chances there out of 1 to 10 I will tell you 2. People are willing to change. But the chances there, the chances in that changing period, you'll find 1 or 2 persons that will really change.
River
But the
says,
Exactly. But
problem
let me
you
is,
tell you
think that
something.
everybody
We,
who say your best friend they
if
can tell you everything River says?
yes,
You think
exactly.
that
And
people
me
will
and
come and
everyone,
tell you everything
you
about themselves?
and
No.
let me say this again. You who that's searching up for somebody, you should understand that you're not perfect. So we
yes,
No.
have to understand that people do change. So when you're going to look for this perfect person and asking everything, you have to be very careful. Now, if I'm talking to someone, I don't want everyone in my business. So of course I'm not going to ask everyone. Then later on, when I start getting serious with the person, then I try to see one or two person I can ask. And whatever the
but
person
I
say
tell you
about this
already in the
person,
question. But I tell
yes,
you already in the
whatever the person,
question.
whatever the person say,
Then you start
okay,
to
let
regret.
me,
If I had
can we not
known,
talk
I would
over
have
one
gone the
another?
route.
Can we, BIF, can we not talk about, because let me just say my word, I'm not putting my word out. So I will ask one or two people about, if they tell me what the person is, then I will start. That's what you ask for. You don't ask for someone to tell you something and you walk away from your relationship. You
No.
ask for someone to tell you, then you start to pay attention.
Yes.
Pay
Look at
attention,
the sign.
or you bring it to the
Yes.
attention of the person
And
that you're
that
dating. Okay, I
yes,
hear
yes.
this. Well, what
When
is
you
your
see
take on it?
yes. Yes,
Exactly.
Okay.
because some people these days, the people are not okay. There are people will tell you wrong thing to not just date that person, or there are some people will tell you the right thing, but maybe the person changed. So, and you who asking, you're not perfect either. So we have to be very careful. It's hard.
No, you're right. You're right, and that's
Nobody
why you have
perfect.
discernment.
That's the thing
You
about it.
know,
Nobody perfect under the sun.
that's why you
Can
Okay.
apply
I
wisdom in
Okay.
things like that. You don't
can
just
I
act
come
Yes.
like
in?
a
Can I
fool.
come
You
in?
apply wisdom. Yeah.
Can I come in? One thing
Mm-hmm.
I would say when you come to all these different investigations, this is not healthcare work here where we got to do criminal background check and all that
I
nonsense.
swear.
There are some things you
Look,
just leave and
The
with
wise
time,
man.
you get to know each other. Why go be digging? In case you go dig, you already not find love. The thing already see you don't want to leave it. What becomes of
That's
you?
why you're
Then
not
you
supposed
sit
to be
down there
Roger
and regret
Moore.
it. All right,
Oh, but
all
the
right.
That's
Now
why you're
you
wise
not
are
supposed to
man,
be
here.
Roger
the
Moore.
wise man, the
Mr.
wise
Gbamo, your
man,
time
the
is
yeah.
up.
wise man,
Mr.
Yeah,
Gbamo, your time is off.
the
this is a
wise
Oh,
man
oh,
this is a
on the
don't
question.
want,
stand
don't want
here,
moving from the show.
Yeah,
Mr. Gbamo, your
the
time is
wise man
off.
on it,
Somebody
the
else can
wise
come
man, he's
on.
okay.
No, somebody
The
else will
wise
come
man
on.
that God gave wisdom to, were able, or Delilah were able to lay him down with it. So I just tell you, no matter how wise you are, you just have to pray because you're not
I have a
perfect.
question. I
You're
want
There
looking
was
for the
some
perfect
there
person
was
where
some
you
Baba.
showing
ask
to
them.
something. There was some showing to something that he know. And he said, well,
Yes.
I was
Yes.
Delilah.
Exactly. And that's what
Okay?
I'm saying. God will put things in
And
our
let me
way
tell
to
you,
warn us.
my
And
brother Matthew,
but he will give you your free
to my
will.
PIL. It is truth, and that's what I'm saying. But there are some people that start like, my sister-in-law is not your first woman. You date a lot of people and left them. So
Yeah.
if you knew the sign, you were not going to date any of them, but you did. That's what I tell you. It's life. You're not perfect. What people will look at you because of your past or something and just not want to wait to take. So the thing we're
And
talking,
then,
we have to be very
and then
careful because we're not perfect.
after he started dating your sister-in-law started
Uh,
to find out that he was dating somebody else's thing that she know too. What became of
Oh,
it? And it's still there. My feel your time over. We'll talk later. Thank you.
No, no,
Okay,
no, no.
Mama.
You want to bring out all that? Let's talk about
Thank
it.
you for coming on the show.
we're not supposed to care about people. Okay,
Thank you for coming on the show.
I
he
think
said,
Baba
"You want to talk about it." What
got
you
one
talk
more
about my
question.
brother-in-law off for?
Ma,
No, no,
all the people want to come on the show, man. All
Papa
the
got
people
one
want to
more
come on.
question for us, though, so he say so he can go. So
Okay,
he got one
Baba.
more question here. Okay,
Papa is
Baba
from
Joe.
Nigeria. What part of Nigeria you
so
from,
I
Papa?
want
Let
to
me hear
ask
first.
my question.
Baba,
Is
Muku wants to know what part of Nigeria you from.
I'm an Igbo. I'm an
From what
Igbo.
part of Imo State? Tell you say I'm Igbo.
She evil,
I'm
so
not
she want to
Igbo.
What part
know.
of, from where? From where?
Igbo. I'm Port Harcourt River. I'm Port Harcourt River State. You know.
River State? Why you would be Igbo and be in River State?
It's a what?
Why
But
would
you
you
think that
be
everybody
Igbo?
will be
Why
in
would you
such?
be Igbo and be in River State? I thought you're supposed
No,
to
no,
be
no.
from the state
We are
east.
Delta. We are Delta Igbo. We are
Uh-huh.
Delta
Delta.
Igbo. We are not
Just
full
say
Igbo
Delta.
like here
Just
now.
say Delta. I'm from Imo State. I'm from Owori.
All
Oh,
right.
oh, boy, you from over here, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
then now.
Odema.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say though, all this in life, my other question is, you know, is it a marriage a risk or not? That's my question because
The
you know,
Bible, no, if you
Is
go
marriage
according
a
to the
risk?
Bible, it's not a
Baba,
race. It says a
it's
good
not a
thing.
risk. It's not a risk, Baba, because the Bible says a man will leave his father
Father and the
and
mother cleave.
mother. He will cleave unto his wife, and the two will become one
And
flesh.
he also
So
said
now,
you found a good thing if you
and when you
find a
find a
wife.
wife, you find out a good thing and obtain a favor in the Lord. So
Mhm.
God wants us to marry. And that is it. That's why I said that marriage is like God's baby, where He does not want it to be tainted. He does
Mhm.
not want it to be broken and destroyed. But let me tell you the thing, as we are humans and we make errors in our lives, if we do not apply wisdom from God, if we do not, seek God in the midst of our confusion, that is when we will have all of these things come and break our marriages. Or sometimes I feel like when you, and let me tell you something, I will always tell people, I made mistakes. I made mistakes. Muku is my witness.
We all
Okay,
did.
I made mistake. And there was one that I thought because he was my childhood friend, somebody that I grew up in the same neighborhood with. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you my testimony. That we grew up in the same neighborhood in
Testimony
Bonnersville
because you marry
Estate.
somebody because God saved you from the person
Okay,
because it
and
ain't both of
that's
us.
why I'm saying, and that's why I'm trying to tell you that God will speak, and that when God speaks, it's when we are to be attentive and listen. When we are not obedient to God, it's when we put ourselves in a lot of mess. And and God speaks through our parents. He speaks through people that love us. You know how many people warn me against it? You know how many people warn me against it? What you were just a little girl. What you know about somebody? Of course not. I didn't know. Of course, but I felt like, okay, this is somebody that I knew I want to help bring them here. And I went and did it. My parents didn't even know nothing until they
And
saw it on social media. And I regret that day till this day. But I will thank God, the God that I serve, he came to me and he spoke to me. Let it go. That is not who I
Mhm.
have for you. And when we listen to the
Mhm.
voice of God, we will be saved a lot of times. And that's
so
we will be saved all the time.
all right, let's respond to some of our
Okay,
Mhm.
you
comments
know
that just
why?
came in.
Okay, you know why
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Stay
I
there.
Just
have
to the sea of.
Right.
but I have a point. I just want to be clear that that's the reason why I asked that question.
Yeah.
Marriage is a risk. So if a marriage is not a risk, so why did you go for a
Ah,
divorce? Like go for divorce if a marriage is not a risk. So why
Mm.
would it? Why
It's
I
not,
say so? Like if why
Baba,
would
let
you
me just say
divorce? Like
something.
I have seen a lot of
When
people
the,
that have been like 10 years,
mm-hmm.
20 years in marriage, 10 years, 5 years. After being together for 10 years, and you go for divorce.
Oh,
So
yeah.
why is it? Yeah. So that's why I'm
And
asking
let
that
me let me
question.
tell you, not
you want to say
every
the Bible?
marriage that people get married is of God. And I am a living testimony. Not every marriage that we put ourselves in is of God. Sometimes people were married out of expectation. And sometimes like Matthew who was on here, you see some guy because you're infatuated with his body or you're infatuated with his wealth, you are going to want to be wealthy. What woman wouldn't want to have a life that you have money, you have a man who will take care of you? So you are looking at all the fleshy things. You're looking at all the physical aspect of that person, but you're not even looking at the spiritual part of that person. And that's why I say it's very important as when we start to date one another. Okay, it's good to know the physical part as well. If that person is grounded in God, and sometimes people will pretend, like my sister Jojo said, people will pretend they will come with false pretense because they want to get something out of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
But let
Is
me
it the
let me
one
just
from
say this.
Jojo? Is it the one from
Marriage,
Imo State?
No, Jojo, no, Muku is from Imo State. Yeah. Yes, yeah.
marriage, marriage is from God, and
Hmm.
anything from God is a beautiful thing, it's a
It's a
good thing.
beautiful
But
thing.
the world that we live in, you might be
Mhm.
on the altar to marry someone. Before
Mhm.
you even marry that person already know they're not going to stay in the marriage. And that's how
Mhm.
evil the world is.
Mhm.
Okay?
Mhm.
That person saying that vow, but they're in there for something
For
else.
something.
So that's what make marriage risky. But the
Mhm.
whole part about marriage is a beautiful thing, it's a
It
blessing.
is.
You
Yeah.
understand? But
Mhm.
because of the world we live in, the evil world we live in, it makes marriage what the word you were asking risky. Because
Risky. Yeah.
somebody is standing before you and kiss you and say, thank God you my word. And that
Yes.
person knows very well they're just there for some reason.
Yeah.
you
Good
know
afternoon,
so
live.
that will make
Hold
it
on, hold
risky
on.
because of the world that we live in now. But marriage is a
It's
beautiful,
a beautiful thing.
beautiful,
And don't let
beautiful
the
thing.
things that people do to destroy marriage to make to put
So
that trajectory out there that marriage is wrong. God says When you are married, the husband will be the head of the household. The wife will submit, and the wife will submit through the love that husband will show the wife. It's a and Moko, y'all, let's please do a show on marriage. I think we need to do a marriage
Yeah,
show
let's
again. Yeah. We
yeah,
will
let's
talk more
let
about that.
let's respond to our people that just coming on. Lai say good afternoon, ladies, and I think he's viewing from La Cote d'Ivoire, Africa's Abidjan. Linda say oh, I was telling her to look across the screen for the topic, and great women of God. I think I did that. Twaya say, will family reunion reduce? I don't know, family reunion about dating your friend
Huh?
ex. I don't think it's really important to that.
Oh
So he
yeah,
said,
she's low.
I'm
Okay, let me
watching
bring it
guys
closer.
from
Okay.
Abidjan, of course. And then he said it
Yeah,
called a
it's when I hung up. He said he will call back. That's all
oh, okay.
yeah, that's
Okay,
Baba.
good afternoon, ladies and
Thank you.
gentlemen. Good afternoon to you. Mr. Roy Errol from Liberia say, I think I can date my best friend. It is better to marry your best friend. He or she knows everything about you. The person will
Yeah.
understand you. There will be no room for
No
lies.
room for
Well,
lies. Yes.
everybody got their preferences. Everybody prefer
That's what I
who
said.
they can,
You
and
know.
there are some people who don't. Because I'm a
Mhm.
clandestine person. I'm not gonna go. You my best friend. We can do our clandestine talks. And I can't tell you no. No, no. So
Mm-mm.
Larry here
Yeah.
is being very disrespectful and insulting.
You
And
got
I
Baba,
just
you got Baba laughing over here with your I know that you're evil, you speaking
even
with your
so, but Larry is very disrespectful, to be very honest,
No,
because
he
with it,
is.
hold
He
up with
did.
his,
Yeah.
I got this with his comment, and this is the Larry that keep inboxing me and asking me for my number and stuff like that, which of course I have not given him the audience.
Oh
I have
wow.
ignored him, but then he's here disrespecting us, so I'm about to address him. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to ban him. I'm not going to block him. I'm not going to do
No.
nothing. But I'm going to address his comment carefully. Englishman said diligently. So
What?
man,
Finish. I
hold
mean,
on. Jojo, let me handle him, please.
Finish up now. I'm listening.
So,
We
so, so,
just listen to what is it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
okay. So, man, business in what's his name? Baba, I will speak
In
again
their
for you, right?
brain.
So, man, business in their brain, but they cannot bring investment to Liberia. So we should
Like
bring
you
the
read
investment.
our children.
Hey, take time now. Take time. Take
why you want
time.
us to bring you? You want us to bring you from Liberia? Is that what you want?
Well, I can't bring.
Eh?
I got a loving husband laying in my bed right now. Me can
No,
bring
but the
the
thing is
phone here.
that, do you know how many people on this platform right now that have investment and we have been robbed? Do you know that? That we have been exploited? Do you know that? You need to know people. You need to
Oh,
do your background investigation before you come on a platform to be
make assumptions.
disrespectful to women and
Mm-hmm.
to your Liberian women, of course.
I have
I don't know
invested a
if
lot in Liberia
I
and
don't know
never got
if that
nothing out of it.
I don't know if that your real picture there, but I will just leave it at that, okay? So let's talk. I do not believe in dating broke Liberian women. Or really broke. What do you consider broke? What do you
I
Because
thought
he's
you
a
consider
supposed
broke?
to
user.
be. I
He's
thought
a
you supposed to
user.
take that. When I see you
Because
want us
He's
to
a
bring in,
user.
that's the
because he
investment.
I will
behind
not be used by no man.
because he behind a
You
fake
know what,
profile. That's a
Buku?
fake profile.
We're
He
not going
behind
to
a
make the
profile.
man. If we're not going
Relevant.
to make him relevant of
Relevant.
this,
Let
let's
her
not
be.
move
Name
on.
is George.
He's
It's
over.
George.
My full
Okay.
name.
Okay, George.
Yeah,
Okay.
George.
All
So
right,
are you
George.
in
My full
Lagos
name.
or you in River State presently? If someone is your best friend, why would you need another background check to date him or her? How did you
A
even
background check
become best friend
necessary.
without knowing each other? You know? So it's like you dating somebody. Why would you need
If
a
I like my
background
best
check?
friend, that would be really
Mhm.
great. I would just,
Yeah.
oh, that would be
If
great
I
if
can
I
fall
like the
in love with
person.
it. But don't get
Link
me
you up.
wrong. Yes, exactly. If my best friend is somebody that I'm attracted to and I see that
Mm-hmm.
quality in him, definitely maybe I can work it out. But
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know,
it's your
if
preference. It's your
yes, it's a
preference.
preference. Everybody got
Hmm.
their
It's a
own thing,
preference. That's what I said. It
River said
depends how you
pro.
look at it.
Right.
You want to get police clearance to date your best friend. Exactly. You want to do fingerprint and all. They're not
That
social
person
worker.
just being sarcastic,
No,
and
but he
that's
not
not
being
where Matthew was
sarcastic.
coming from.
No, you must do
No,
investigation. What kind of investigation?
that's
But
what
he
my
Matthew
Investigation.
BIL
Matthew
said.
came on here and he
That's
was
why he
very
said
explicit
you
and he
want
clarified what he was talking
get
about.
security
What he
clearance,
said,
of
he said
course.
you should ask. And I want maybe to ask him
if because let me tell you, if I'm dating someone, I'm not running
No.
around to know his exes. That's not my
You
thing.
dating someone
I
and you
just
take that person out on a date. Let's say you know how we already like to party. We take our dates to party, right? And then somebody that you know there, they know of this person caliber, okay? And then they will see you and say, sometimes people will want to destroy your relationship because they are jealous. Yes, and I know that for a fact. But then on other
and the
times, if
world is
somebody know the
evil.
character of a
Listening
person
to
and they
people,
try
you
to come
still
to
have to be
you,
careful.
yeah,
Just
that's
because
what I'm
somebody
saying.
says something about somebody, you're not going to break a
And that's
relationship
why
for
you
you. You just
apply
have to watch out
discernment.
for the sign.
And that's
Yeah.
why you apply discernment in the matter.
Okay,
You
let, let me add up something. According to what he said most of the people,
Baba, I
marry
wish
your
you could
best
come
friend.
on stage.
Someone
I
can
really wish you
promise
could come
you,
on stage. Can you
someone
come on
can
stage?
promise you something and tell you, oh,
Mhm.
I will make you happy, I will do you all this,
Mhm.
you know. So you just say like because of the word of the person put, they say when the good thing wanna happen, the
Mhm.
bad thing is gonna happen too.
Yeah.
You understand me? Because it can't be like let's be talking about the good side.
Right.
Why I said you can marry your boyfriend, your best friend is because when someone know you, know the
Mhm.
kind of person you can do,
Mhm.
know the kind of your anger rates, and know the kind of things you can
Mhm.
presume. You understand me?
Mhm.
So what I'm talking about, like, when you said something changed. Okay, what about those people that marry in a couple of years, like 10 years?
Mhm.
Someone in the one day, a man can wake up or a woman can wake up and tired of this thing. I
Mhm.
feel like I'm cheating. Yeah.
Papa,
So
Papa,
can't
Yeah.
Papa,
you
let me,
remember about the month
Papa, let
all
me
you
come
guys
in.
have gone through?
Papa, let me come in when you talk about that, right? A lot of times when
Okay.
people look at the scripture, let's go to the religious
Your
part.
voice is too far. Your voice, I can't too hear like.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but it's
It's better.
little.
Yes, Lord, I
I
told
don't
her
know what
damn
I don't
low.
know what's
Mhm.
going on with my phone. I think I gotta change the headphone. It probably not spending
Yeah, you
time.
want to do
Is
it on
it
the headphone
Jojo?
and just use the phone itself and see?
I cannot
Is it
cannot
Jojo
able.
or my sister?
It's
The
your
same
it's
That
your
your
thing.
Igbo
sister.
sister. Your
That
Igbo
that
sister.
It's
Oluma.
not JoJo. Now your
That's
Igbo sister. Oh.
that's Oluma. Oluma. Oluma.
Oluma, I
Olum
mean Oluma.
Oluma.
Mm.
But anyway, let me
Oloma,
Oluma.
that is his name.
Oh,
Oloma,
yes, so
Oluma.
Marama.
yes,
Yes, I
so
mean.
let's go to the religious side, right? Because a lot of people, a lot of Christians, right? A lot of Christians will only look at where the Bible say if one is committing adultery, you should divorce her. They only talk about the women committing adultery and the men divorcing, right? That's why the Bible say adultery is a ground for
For
divorce,
divorce. If
right?
you cannot settle
But
it.
if you cannot settle it, but if you go depth into the Bible, because that's why the
Hmm?
Bible said that was the
Hmm?
Bible say, a
I don't know
husband
yet.
love your wife and Christ love the church, or man who cannot take care of
I need
his
to go
home,
table.
you just
I'll
go and
soon get
start
one.
and just go and start talking about that, right? So a lot of people only look at the adulteral aspect of the marriage and talk about divorce, but they do not look at the abuse when it comes to verbal abuse, come to mental abuse, come to all of these things, come to abandonment, where they abandon the homes, they don't take care of the home like the Bible has instructed them to do. These are things that cause for divorce and walking out of the marriage as well. But a lot
Mhm.
of people do not look at these things. They only look at the adulteral part of the marriage. But all abuse, everything is being put into it. So that's why when you see people in a marriage, they stay maybe 5 years, 10 years, 13 years, and later on they want to leave because they cannot settle it. That means this is something that have been happening over the years and over
Mhm.
the years, and they cannot
And they
live
did
with
not
it no
find.
more,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
cannot settle it anymore. So
Right.
therefore they're walking out. That's
Right.
it. And
That's
I
why.
would be that woman because I will not spend the rest of my life being unhappy in my marriage and
No.
staying there because of my children, or
Right.
because what people will say, or because I'm
Mhm.
a Christian. Let's
Mhm.
talk about this lady that died in Nigeria, the musician. She was a born again Christian, filled with the Holy Ghost, married with family. She was going through this abuse. And every time she tell her pastor, oh, you are Christian.
Because you're a
What
Christian,
people
you
will
must
say.
stay in that.
What
Yeah.
happened to her? The one that sang Eku Me. She ended up
Yeah.
dying. That's when a lot of pastors started to say, if it's not working, I know divorce is not the right thing,
Mm-hmm.
but get out of it because we don't want you to die.
But we
But
all do all
abuse
these
is there.
sinful things and go to repent. So if you marry the wrong person, not working, get out, repent,
Get
and
out.
move
Right.
on.
Right.
You know, why
Yes.
you stay in a marriage when it's not working?
When
Walk
it's
And you
it
not
can
out.
commit
working.
adultery, you can
And
lie, you can do other
Yeah.
things and ask for forgiveness. If you're in the
yeah.
Right.
marriage not working, ask for forgiveness and
God is
move on.
faithful. He will
And God
forgive
did not
us. It's
say, and
true.
God did not say
Mm-hmm.
in the Bible that if you divorce, you cannot be forgiven. The only
No.
thing that cannot be forgiven is
It's
blasphemy.
adultery,
Blasphemy.
blasphemy against the
Yes.
Holy Spirit. Yes.
Exactly. That's the
Yeah.
only sin that cannot be forgiven. But every other sin can be forgiven, and every sin
Mhm.
is equal in the sight of God.
It's equal.
So you
Yeah.
get that right.
No, it's true.
So
It's true.
Christopher said that, for example, when you meet somebody new after dating the person for a while, you need to introduce the individual to your confident
But
family
that's why I
as a
said
way of some form of investigation. You will do that, but that does
Yes,
not
but
mean
that's way
your family
back.
know the person
That's
way
how you,
back.
yeah, that's different. But even if your family know the person, maybe you and the person already serious. And now you just come in. When you're showing the person to your family, you're not showing the person for investigating. You're showing the person to say, this is my man. And maybe something will pop or somebody see something. But you already with your man. Whatever the people say now, you have to look at the sign and see
You
if
have to
you're
decide.
going to walk in
Mhm.
here. But it's not like you're introducing the man to your, when people introducing a man to their family, it's not for
It's not for
investigation.
investigation.
No.
It's for showing the
It's
person.
like you have found someone, yes, and out of that,
Exactly.
maybe somebody will start to
Yeah,
question
and
certain
when I like
things.
me, for I like to show my man to my mom. But before I get to show the man to my mom, that mean we serious. You know, I see something I rather like you, and we in a good now. Then I'm ready to show my
Yeah,
mom.
then
I
you
can
bring
just
them.
bring
Yeah,
any man, every man you
no,
talk to me. Oh, like go see my mom. Then
right,
like oh no. But when I bring
no.
that man, me we already
Okay.
in it now. So if
Hmm.
there is any bad
Okay.
thing I hear
That
now,
is
I just got to cook it up and notice if the person will, you know.
Yeah,
that is the only thing I
You la-
know
la- la-
that
la- la- la-
I'm so
la.
scared of, being divorced, like, because
yeah.
I see, like, that's the only thing I know, like, about marriage. Like, I know that when I see it, I'm so scared because I don't like divorce, because I see, like, when anything, like, started in the beginning, how long have you guys been together? Like, when you guys started the first time, you guys so lovely, kissed each
Hmm.
other, you made breakfast for her, so in the time, like, long time, all these things not happening again, and you guys are waiting. So those is things that sometimes when I slept in my room, like, I would just look, I say, oh, so someone can go through long, like, 10 years, 5 years, and
Yes. Oh
one day
yes.
a man, like, you
Yes.
know,
They can even
that
be
is
together for
only thing
Yes.
I
20
And
know.
years
let me
and
let
get
me
divorced.
And let me tell you,
20
my brother,
years.
let me just tell you this, my brother, that you brought up. I will tell you this: faith and fear don't go together. So
No,
if you want to do something, you got to go with faith and put it into God's
yeah.
hands. So
Put
I
a
don't want
God's
you to
hand.
be
Yeah.
afraid of getting
What
into
will
a
upset
marriage
is
or
them.
whatever.
Right.
Mhm.
You just got to pray for the best and let the Lord lead you. But if you are afraid, fear will make you to fall in the wrong hands.
Yes. Yes.
Because let me tell you, there are people, there are people who know how to fake it.
We say
Oh,
The
they
it's
can
Satan
fake
that we're
it.
juju.
looking at today, the statue speaking, the Satan we're looking at today that we afraid of, he was
That
very
you know
close
that
to
Jojo
God.
Jojo like the Tia woman.
Yes, he was very close to God. He knew everything. Okay, the same Satan today. So Satan know everything. He knows how to get to people
Oh yeah, he will use
because he
our
was
own
there.
prayers against us. Yes, he.
Exactly.
So that's
That's
what
what
we
he
need to
does. So
know.
So
don't go into
Hmm.
marriage. My talking
Hmm.
is don't go into no relationship thing with fear.
Don't be
Go with
rushed.
faith
Take your
and
time and faith.
watch.
Yes.
And
and then
watch. Don't
Like
go
I
with
said,
no
always
fear. It is what
make
it
your
is.
request
When you
known.
get in it, and work, life goes on. You ask for repentance, then you move on. Okay? Life goes on. Don't make nobody to make you scared or matter. No, no, no.
No,
We don't want to
no,
get divorced. Meanwhile, here I
no.
always pray that I will stay in a marriage. But it happened where I ended up getting divorced because it was the best decision for me and
For
my
you,
kids
yeah,
to
your well
remove
being.
myself
Right.
from the marriage I was in. I was not going to stay in it to let my children to grow up in such thing or to let me
No,
to no, I'm not going to do it. And
no.
Lord, forgive me. I know you show me all the sign, but sometimes we been the sign.
Yeah,
No matter
yes.
how you think you didn't see the
That's
sun.
true.
That's why the Holy Spirit here. He always put it there. We human beings, we just block it. So
We
whenever
block
we
it.
get into it, we
We
just got to pray
suppressing.
to God, you know. And sometimes people, you will think that that's life. This is life. Life is a journey. Okay.
It's a
When you get
journey.
into it, whatever happened, you learn from it and move
And you
on.
move on.
And the
Okay.
Yes.
thing,
Marriage is
And
not
about
a
forgive
life.
life
yourself too.
sentence.
Forgive
Don't make
yourself because
nobody to tell you that divorce going to be a life sentence. It's not.
you will make mistakes. A lot of people will make you to be a person that you're not, but you have to forgive yourself in order to move on, to not bring that hurt from that past relationship into the present one. Because when you are not healed and you go into a relationship, then that past things you will put it onto that person, and you are putting all of that on that person, and that could be some of the problems that marriages face because
Yes.
of your past. You
Mhm.
have not let go of your past.
And you know the thing about it, this is Muku talking, right? Life is a risk. You know the people can say man moving, man dropping. Hey, when you want to the other one in where you drop that one you go, that life, it will work one day. One day will work.
God
And
will
I know
say you
when
That's
that
what I
right
tell
person.
people.
it comes to my Igbo
That's what I
men, then
say.
I will
I'm
tell you
not even
Igbo men,
afraid.
yes.
Yeah. I'm
Igbo
not
men,
afraid of getting married. I'm not.
see,
I
let me
get
tell you,
married. If it doesn't work, I will remove myself and move on. And nobody
Ladies,
gonna tell me that marriage is not a good thing. I believe in marriage. I believe in, so nobody can
Okay.
convince me say, oh, Josephine, Jojo, don't date, they don't
no,
marry again. No. I
no,
want to marry.
right.
Okay. I just try my best to watch out. And then if I watch out and marry someone, it don't work off because I'm not perfect. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna move on. The people can say it don't matter how many frosts I kiss before I bother with the right frost. I am not a friend of marriage
Ma,
at
if they want
all.
to call you Elizabeth Taylor, let them call you Elizabeth Taylor, ma. If
I
it work,
know.
you get out. And let me tell
Because
you,
I
when
know
it
I'm a
comes
good
to
person. When I
Nigeria,
getting
right?
married, I know I'm getting married for the right reason. So if
Yes.
it doesn't work, I know that I try my best and I got
And
to
some
move
people will
on.
pretend to
Okay.
want to do what you want
Yes.
them to do,
I will
and they
never
can't.
get into a marriage that I know I don't want. Any guy that I marry in me, I truly love them and I really want her to be their wife. If
True
it
love.
doesn't work, it don't work. You
And
know.
then
Some people,
I understand Baba fear because let me be honest with you, when it comes to
he said his name
Nigerian,
George. We should call him
oh
George. And
Josh.
that's what, yeah,
So when it comes to
George.
When it comes to Nigerians and marriages, men they take it very serious, even though they can cheat. And I would say this: I watched my dad in a relationship. If a Igbo man is married to you, it's you. He will take care of you, even if he's cheating on you. And he will find out you must just forget it, your own finish. You know, Papa. So I understand. I know what when it comes to marriages in Nigeria, I know how people hold it. They hold it really, really tight. So I understand, but realize
Baba,
the same Bible,
George, who you talking about? You
Josh,
talking about Buku? Buku or
Say,
Jojo?
the same Bible say, work with all
So this is
faith with all
Baba.
work is dead.
Yeah, this is Baba that's on the phone. Baba George. Yeah, Baba Gio. Yeah, George. I think he's saying, what's the name? Who name you asking about, Baba George?
I say it was Mugu. Look, I took out
It's
talking about.
Muku. What is name? The Imo said, yeah, like both of them. I just want to add them on Facebook now. It's
Oh
not.
yeah,
Oh, my name
Buku
is Mugu.
Uma.
Just follow our platform and everybody who watching it know that you're enjoying the show. Y'all get all stars now.
And we're almost 12 o'clock, but
We're
we have
about
to
to leave.
continue. We got to continue this topic
We
another
yep.
day next week.
So,
We have to.
see, me and you will grow up to the same place now. How you can't tell me nothing? The only Igbo you know,
She wants
so
joke
for
with you.
everybody,
Yep.
you know,
This
All right,
topic was
everybody,
George.
interesting, but
it's
it got to
interesting.
end. You know, it was
John
interesting. If
getting,
you guys want
yeah.
us, let
We will
us know. Comment
continue.
on in the post to let us know if you want us to continue. Then we'll do another round next week. But we got to go. I know some people coming with some questions and other stuff. But hey, we gotta go. We gotta respect time.
So, so guys, we'll probably continue this, and don't forget if you're in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, don't forget to go to the concert tonight. Joe Press will be there. The community
Oh,
mass
awesome.
choir, yeah, the
Nice.
community mass choir is having a concert, and Joe Press gonna be
Charlotte
there.
NC and surrounding areas. The African Community Choir presents Higher Heights, their annual concert. Join us August 18th for an unforgettable night of praise and worship, featuring Joe Praise,
I say doors of favor, open now. Doors of increase, open now. Doors of miracle,
and Steve Mwanza.
open.
Buy your tickets today and be a part of this incredible experience. Don't miss out on the power of gospel music and the message of hope and salvation. Higher Heights, August 18th. Doors open at 5 p.m. Buy your tickets today.
So let us now, let us support each other. You have
This
to
thing
go
is
there.
happening. What state? What state is it happening?
Charlotte,
Oh, I
North
wish it was here,
Carolina.
man.
Yes.
What a
Because
day!
I know
I would love
want
to.
I
to.
just
Yeah.
come from New York. I was going to fly in there today because that tomorrow, right? The 18th tomorrow, it will make me my anniversary in America when I land at the JFK airport, August 18th. But anyway, guys, we would love to have you guys tomorrow or next week. If you want to be a part of this unique platform, guys, don't hesitate to come on, be a co-host, be a guest host. We are open to different topics. Just inbox us, and I'm your one and only. And that's my closing topic, and I leave it with the girls, and then we'll play our preview and call it a day.
I want to say thank you to all of them, Baba, George, Geo Money, Rufus, Hawa. I know I have a couple of my followers here today. You guys, you are welcome to this platform. It is, you see the three of us here. We want to bring interesting topics, spiritually as well as secular, just because, we go through this world that we go, that a lot of things happen to us. But, I will be more of on the spiritual side of stuff. But I want to say thank you and continue to like, follow, share. And God bless you all and enjoy the beautiful weekend that it is already.
Yes,
Yep,
Jojo.
and I just want to say thanks everyone for coming on. Thanks for your input. This is important that we discuss it, for us to know, and everyone got to give their thoughts no matter what. That's why when we come here, don't want to just stand by your friend words. Talk about what how you feel. The world we live in now, you have to do it for you. You don't want to just make people feel, and you in the back. But thanks everyone, and we hope to see you next week for another hot topic or the same topic. It will still be
And
hot again, and I know it's very interesting. There are a lot of people that have been coming or got things on our burning questions. So get to
Yes.
us and let
Y'all
us know how we
come.
can
Y'all,
get you
we're
on
ready. We
so
will
you
be
can
ready
put
for
it up.
next week.
Yeah. Put it
2
on and
hours.
put your mind on. And trust me, we are the ladies that don't back off. We get all every way the Christian way, any kind of way we got it here, partner together. So as you bring it on, we will clarify as much as we can. So we will see you next week, and thanks again.
And
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 this
and,
is
and
the
let me
table
say,
talk.
Franklin, Richard, and Jai, your thanks as well. I like to tell them thank you. Sorry, go
And
ahead.
this is the table talk. We are live from the Twin City Brooklyn Park, from where we got a vice president to be Team Wash. So we are live from Brooklyn Park, Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's how we looking. Yeah, y'all join
All
us
That's
right
how
next
we
now,
week.
looking.
all
We
right
love
now.
y'all. Bye bye.